So hello, Internet. Welcome to Princess of Apocalypse number 20. 20 episodes we've made it in this crazy nonsense. And what better way to celebrate 20 episodes than with a guest star who's right below me on this overlay, so I can just point down. That works out. If you caught the last Rise of Tiamat episode, you will know a little bit about why Katie and Roswen will be here, but we will go over that in due time as she appears in the game. So, logistical things to get out of the way up front. Gen Con's like 3 days away, guys.
Hey! Oh my god.
So, I will be 2 days from now at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I'll be getting in my car. I will be driving the long trip to Indianapolis.
I'll be with you.
And I have a full schedule right now. So if you, Internet, are looking to book time with me personally, better get on that now and send me a message, because people are asking for a lot of play tests today. Like, they sent me, they're like, hey, do you know we're going to be at Gen Con? Come test our game. And I'm like, it's like 3 days away. Where was this 2 months ago? Like, come on. But anyway, there will be some streams at Gen Con, and I can actually tell you the date of one of them, because we have it planned out. Location is to be determined, because I haven't figured that much out yet. It may be from a bar, it may be from a hotel room, we'll figure it out. But this coming Saturday, August 4th, at around most likely 7 p.m., will be Princess of the Apocalypse number 21, and that will be starring Chelsea, Brittany, Bucky, myself, and Celeste, who also plays in the Rise of Tiamat game alongside Katie. So that will be streamed on this very Twitch channel. Logistics of timing should be around 7 so that everybody can make it from where they need to be. And it's a Saturday night. What else would you do on Saturday night than watch us play games at a gaming convention? So there's going to be other games that we're playing. I don't know if we're going to stream them, but we'll see. We'll see. We got a My Little Pony RPG game scheduled for Thursday. We might stream it.
God.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm bringing Buffy the Vampire Slayer RPG stuff. You never know. Oh, yeah, that's the reaction I wanted.
Yeah, right.
So we'll see. All right, so anyway, that's that. So what happened last time in Princess of the Apocalypse? Guys, it was an interesting series of events. So not only did the Dancing Johns instill an event in the Sword Coast region that is now being known as the Scarlet Moon Massacre, where they just annihilated all of these people in this once smoke-ridden, druid-focused area where fire magic was going to cleanse the realms of all of its evil and unbalance. They destroyed everybody there. They found a fire flower, which they learned was the fourth of 4 elemental-based keys that open up these large dwarven construction doors that they found in several locations. Not all the locations they've been to, but at least 2, possibly 3. So that happened. Then, during the course of that fight, Lilith got bit by a werewolf. And turns out that the next day happened to be the full moon. Which, I know that sounds like a crazy random happenstance and totally made up by me, but it's actually canonical with the storyline. So Lilith was a half werewolf, and to become a full werewolf needed to feast upon and kill a humanoid. So rather than immediately seeking out help to remove this, they some messages were sent, but Lilith said, I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be my werewolf self. So her and Vanan set out to find a cultist to let her just like hang out with, so that she joined on as his caravan guard until the full moon came upon them, at which point she eviscerated him and some local wildlife. The next morning, Vanan found her, came to an interesting revelation about some body art that Lilith has that only Vanan knows, I believe. Then they made their way back to to the Sacred Stone Monastery, where everyone's favorite undead guy is hanging out, and they had a long talk with him. Ozzy taught him all new ways where all of his studies on the elemental spectrum were incorrect. Lilith learned out that apparently werewolves are great at parties. Basically, a lot of good information was given to them by this lich, who really, apparently, in my version of Princess of the Apocalypse, has nothing better to do than entertain the player characters and let them just chill. With that, Lilith found out that there is a goddess out there, one of the original, almost prime goddesses in the realms. She's the goddess of the moon and oversees things associated with that profile, fertility and things of that nature, but also non-evil lycanthropes. And perhaps tracking down a cleric or priest of that faith would be the person that could help you to make sure you can control your lycanthropy so you won't accidentally murder your friends in their sleep on the next full moon. And that is where we left off last time. The party had rested in Summit Hall, I believe, was where you'd gone. And
there was a detail that got left out.
Yes, please tell me. Remind me.
Lady Storm Banner has summoned me to go investigate some hag happenings. It's the Sandy Witch, or the what was it?
Yes, let's see,
the Fire Witch.
Well, it was a sandwich, and then you had talked about the Po' Boy Witch, the Hoagie Witch, and the Panini Witch, and that's an oven of witches. There was the Banh Mi Witch.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Spicy. She's spicy.
Yeah, she's spicy.
She's so spicy.
Anyway.
This is clearly the most serious game of Princess of Apocalypse that has ever Princess of Apocalypse.
Yes.
Following the story close.
Man.
To the letter. You guys couldn't be... Listen, who made this game? Sasquatch Games? Sasquatch Game Studio couldn't have written it better themselves. They were like, this is the quintessential way to play Princess of the Apocalypse. So you guys were going to leave to head... There was some... I believe it was a fire witch was the actual wording, but you guys were like, good thing it wasn't a sandwich, and then it turned into that whole thing, and that's pretty much how we ended last episode.
Yep. With sandwich puns.
Yes, with many a sandwich puns. But she had told you of the Nettleby Ranch, and that there's a group of halflings there known as the Nettlebys, and they had recently uncovered some barbarian burial site, and we're now talking about an appearance of a fire witch setting fire to their crops and their fields, and she had said if you could go and investigate that would be great. She's busy, and you guys are powerful enough, and you're dealing with a lot of elemental related things, so fire witch seems right up your alley. Roswen, you have a reroll of a natural 1.
Ooh,
from
cool.
Petey. So thank you, Petey. We've got some people here in the chat to check out this. So that is where we left off the Princes of the Apocalypse group, the Dancing Johns. So you guys woke up the next morning at Summit Hall with a mission to undertake, and also an idea to try and find some sort of person who worships Selunite who may be able to assist you in your lycanthropy. What would you guys like to do as you wake up the next day? Yeah, we'll say it's the next day. Lilith does not... She transformed on the full moon. It is now the day after the full moon, and even though werewolf mythology would state that she probably should transform again, I'm going to say she doesn't for story purposes.
Okay. So, how do you feel?
Good. I actually feel fucking fantastic. I'm hungry, like really hungry.
Did you, kill someone?
I don't really remember, but the clues of the evening's events that were left over in the morning, definitely yes. So
Vanan, you know, you saw her amidst entrails and things. You know that she definitely killed that guy.
It would have been a really weird situation.
Yeah. Igni goes, Vanan, you have that look on your face. What is it?
It's like that look you make when a friend of yours has killed someone. You know that look?
Oh, is that why?
Because we kill people.
That's not new. What else did you see?
No, I make this look all the time.
No.
Anyway,
So I'm gonna go get breakfast. If you guys want to join me, I'm fucking ravenous. And I need to go shower.
Or is there food here?
Yeah.
Just lying about.
All has a continental breakfast, you guys. Why? That is a big part as to why I joined.
that's the whole point.
So just food for free?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
it's
serve.
like
You know when
cereal,
you're a grunt, still
Orange slices.
sparring and learning things. You also have kitchen duty, so yeah, they have to make breakfast for everybody.
I don't know these things.
It's good.
So free food?
Yeah.
Yeah. Igni stands and bolts downstairs to go find free food.
Igni, you could make me an insight check when you get downstairs to the kitchen.
Oh God. 17.
Okay, you get the feeling that under normal circumstances, this is very militarized, right? The way things are set up here, but it is because you are here with Lilith. Then it's like the breakfast is open to you. So if you were to just wander in randomly, they might let you stay, but they're not gonna waste extra resources on you. But you're with someone, so you're cool.
Okay. Is it like a self-serve type thing, or somebody handing me a plate,
Well, we said it's continental, right? So if it's continental, it should basically be buffet style.
So Igni is just
There might be a waffle station with a person that's making waffles, or an omelet station. That's more realistic.
Yes. Oh my God.
waiting for them. But yeah, she stacks her plate with, I'm sure fresh bread and fruit.
Yeah, there's some nothing, not extravagant pastries, but there's biscuits or a roll. And there's, there is some fresh fruit. It's not, you guys are a little far inland to get a ton of the fruit, but there's apples. Red Larch isn't too far away, and apples are a thing, or were a thing in Red Larch when the Red Larch trees were still around. So anyway, you guys can get your breakfast, and then let me know what the plan is after that. You know that the Nettleby Ranch is north of Westbridge, and that is several days' ride for you across, and basically if you continue the heading you were on, you'll go across the stone bridge, that awkward bridge you were on with no sides, where you lashed yourself to it with ropes.
Mm.
You darn tootin'. Igni probably do it. I'm telling you guys, I'm scared of heights. I would be on all fours, oh my God. Yeah, don't look. Okay, so we've had our breakfast. Are horses? Are they providing horses?
We have horses.
No, you don't. They were stolen in the Scarlet Moon Massacre.
It's true.
When you guys, you left your horses tied up outside, and when the other people fled in terror of just the bloodshed, some people that wanted a GTFO pretty quickly took your horses. You still have
an elk?
Yes, always.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did we have our own rooms?
I do.
Yeah, Lilith does. We'll say you guys were more in a bunk hall, I guess. We'll say. So but it was one that was relatively empty, so we'll say it was probably just you guys.
Okay.
But
Ozzy's still there.
Oh, okay. Cool.
He's not at breakfast.
Would I know Would I know
Okay.
about not so now that I've gone through that, am I gonna know that like I still can't control this. Like now the MO is to find somebody that can help me, right?
Yes, you know that you do benefit from some of the more latent, or I guess if we're gonna go in like video game terms, the passive abilities, right? Like you have the immunity to the non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage that doesn't come from a silver weapon. You also have advantage on perception checks that rely on, I believe, smell and hearing. Yes. Yeah, based on smell and hearing, you have advantage on all of those perception checks. And the other things don't really come into effect. You know that were you weaker, it would increase your strength, and you don't have access to your natural attacks in your humanoid form. But if you were to go to a hybrid or full-blown wolf form, you don't have the ability to control that transformation at the moment, though.
Gotcha. But I'm not at risk of transforming again.
No, not to your knowledge. No.
Okay.
You know that would happen on a full moon. I don't know how much you would have about, like, if things can cause that. I would say that there are things that can cause people to transform back, like spells and things that can force people to transform from shifted states to original states. Whether there's things that can force it the other way, I would say you probably wouldn't know.
Okay. Then I feel safe to continue with this mission.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, you've got 30 days, right, before you have to worry about this again.
Yeah. Cool. So I continue cramming scrambled eggs and bacon down my mouth and just chill until we're ready to go fight some hags, some witches.
Yeah, Igni goes, she's like shoving something in her face. So, what the? Now we just walk in to visit these halflings?
I guess. Like, I don't have a game plan. I was just gonna show up. I doubt. Can I do a knowledge check on hags to see if I might have like a preconceived, like a strategy of how to like approach a hag?
Sure. Make me a, I don't know, Arcana check, history check. Well, it depends. Whichever one. What are you trying to learn? And how are you learning this knowledge? Let's rephrase it that way.
Well, I'm wondering, like in paladin basic training.
Sure.
Probably covered like the basics. You know, like in The Witcher, he's got that book of like creatures that Let's go with religion then. Religion check. Okay. And while I'm discussing with Igni, I'm kind of thinking about it. A religion check is going to. Where the fuck is that? Oh, okay. It's an 8.
Okay, so I mean, you would know what like fairy tales, right? Like how that works. So like hags are women. They are sometimes in groups of 3, which is called a coven. That's relatively common knowledge. Let's see. You know that there's different kinds of hags. There are multiple different kinds, and the power level differs on the different kinds. I would say you would likely know that night hags are typically some of the worst. They sometimes use strange and weird magic altered by other kind of fae-based things. Some have the ability to, they have things called a soul bag, where some say they steal souls, some say they steal children, some say they bake children into pies and feed them to people. Some say that, like, people are born hags and then they don't know that they're hags till later. But again, it's all like stuff you'd pick up in like in a like a fairy tale, like children's novel.
Oh, sorry, Bucky's the only one that heard me.
No,
Um,
that's great.
Okay, so I relay all of this to Igni. I'm like, yeah, so I guess thank goodness it's not a night hag. I don't know if I've ever learned about a fire hag, but
Sounds
I say we just go do the thing that we always do.
just barge in.
Just barge in. I mean, it's worked so
Okay.
far.
Yeah, I agree.
right.
We
But-
might.
I mean, like it's
One
like
day I'm going to be able to truly sneak into place.
let's
This is what
let's
I
sneak
do
then.
best.
Igni,
let's
you
sneak.
can totally sneak.
We
You
can
totally
sneak. We can
Yeah.
sneak there.
I
We'll
mean, but
create the biggest distraction, and you will not have to worry about it.
Yeah, you sneak up the storm. Lilith, how about me and you? We just run in and make a
Large and in
ruckus,
charge.
slap some face.
where
Yeah.
is the logical one? Where is he?
Yeah, where
He's
is
still up
that
in his
one?
room.
But why free food?
I'm gonna go up and knock on his door, or
Here, take this plate.
there's no door.
Here, I put some like shit on it. I'm like, here, go take this plate to him. He needs to eat.
Make
I
sure.
grab the plate
Okay.
and I feed like a little piece of chicken or something to Copernicus, and I go upstairs.
Okay.
Which one's Copernicus?
The
The
Tressa.
cat.
The winged
What?
cat.
Winged
Oh,
cat.
the cat. Okay. How many
Yeah.
pets do you have?
Too many. The zoo.
3.
Just wait till you meet Roswen.
Ozzy has 2.
I have two.
Yeah, you have 2 crickets. That's right.
Fine.
Now we are all set.
So I take the plate up to Ozzy.
So, Ozzy, what have you been up to, or as Vanan walks in here?
As Vanan walks in, I'm like getting myself together. I was about to head back down to the kitchen, I guess, or the dining room.
Mhm.
And when you walk in, you see Ozzy, and he's looking a little pale. He's looking a little pale, and his eyes are a little bloodshot.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey, Vanan.
I've got
How are you?
food. You
Oh.
look like you need food.
Thank you. Yes. Thanks. And
Yes.
I'll take the plate from you.
Eat that. Put
Thanks.
that in your mouth.
I
Eat it up.
absolutely will.
Swallow it.
Yep, that's usually what
Are
happens.
you okay? You
I'm
don't look like you're dying.
no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Little tired. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Yeah, it doesn't seem. What's going on?
No, I'm fine.
Uh-huh. Can I insight this?
I don't see
whatever-
why not. Yeah.
Whatever is happening here?
Sure. Make an insight check, and we'll
Alright.
see what happens.
That's a 12. I don't know what I add to it.
It'll be your wisdom modifier.
Whatever that is. Insight is +5, so 17.
All right. So Bucky, I'm gonna let you how Ozzy approaches this. I don't
I
know
rolled.
if. Okay, did you? What did you roll?
I did. I got a 21.
Okay. So yeah, you he says
21.
I got a 21.
All right.
yeah.
All right, you're fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm fine. I just need to wake myself up a bit. Maybe get some coffee.
Yeah, you should get your sleep. So you should sleep more.
Yes.
Something.
Yes. Sleep is good.
Yeah. Sleep is really good.
Yes. I'll be downstairs in one moment.
All right.
All right.
So
This is an odd encounter. Then he leaves.
I like the pseudo fourth wall break there. Like this is a weird encounter. Goodbye. Okay, so after however long it takes, Ozzy comes downstairs. And yeah, you guys are able to set out northward if you so choose.
Does he still look sick when he
I-
comes down to join us?
He's a little pale. He's not like sick. He just looks a little paler than usual.
Ozzy, where is you? Is something weird? Like sun. You need more sun.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a little tired today. I didn't sleep well last night.
Oh, dreams.
See, that's what he was saying before, but
Did you have bad dreams?
I think, yes, that's what happened.
Are you telling Igni truth?
Of course.
I shall roll
Why
insight
would
to
I
know.
lie to you?
All right, go for it.
At an 18.
I got a 17.
It seems, something seems off.
Ozzy, you are fibbing to Igni. Do you understand how Igni feels of this?
Yes, maybe. I don't.
Be honest. What was in your dreams, Ozzy?
I was researching. I was doing research on the elemental spectrum last night.
All night?
Not all night, but for a little while. And what I was researching was very draining.
Oh, I see. So, no more of this? Because look at you.
Well, it's a little complicated.
Well, sure, for Igni, it is. And I trust that you...
No, it's a little complicated for me too.
Then you should slow down. Do not hurt yourself simply because you want to know more of this color spectrum.
Okay. Okay, Igni.
Thank you. Now, anybody else need to be mothered this morning? I'm feeling it. No? Okay.
I'll take a hug.
Oh, bring it here, Vanan.
Vanan goes in for a hug.
Igni hugs Vanan and make sure the crickets don't get crushed. She's like,
Ozzy will walk up to Lilith and just say, how are you feeling?
Amazing. Like, super amazing.
I'm
I'm sorry.
badass.
I'm sorry you don't look well. Do you want to ride on Gremlin?
I mean,
Oh, what? Are you serious?
what? It's a
Deadhead.
sandwich.
Oh, dang.
I had to do
What
a
does
little.
it look like?
I had to do a little digging, but
Oh my god, look,
yes.
it's the sandwich.
Oh my
I had
god.
to do a little digging, but I found one.
Oh, that's amazing.
This is what happens when you own too many books. You can find just about anything people suggest.
This is amazing. I'm impressed.
Anyway, continue on.
I would appreciate that. That would be great if I could. Unless, of course, I mean, it's Gremlin belongs to you. If you want to ride Gremlin, it's of course your steed.
Yeah, I know. So get on his back.
Okay,
She's all like,
hop on.
They don't have horses that we all get to ride?
No, they have minimal arms here. I think they gave you horses once before.
Oh,
We bought our horses, didn't we?
I think you bought horses one time. And I think another time Lilith pulled the, like, hey, it's me card and got you horses here once before.
Your boy, give me horses.
Yeah, you guys have had... this will be, I think, the third iteration of you guys getting horses. Because you forget them, you tie them off in places.
they were fine.
I mean, they got you where you were going.
Readily accessible to the next person. It's like charity.
Yeah. So, with that, you have Gremlin, who is large enough for, although slight as an elk, can sustain, at least... I mean, he can carry Lilith, so he could carry two people. Basically, Ozzy and any of the other two. Probably Ozzy and Lilith might be a little bit much.
I'd say maybe like Ozzy and Igni.
Absolutely could carry both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I get to ride today? Okay.
So, that's an option you have if you want. And you guys set out and continue northward on, I want to say the Keldell Road, but that might be wrong. Basically towards the bridge. It was on, the Desserin Road, rather.
Yeah.
So, right, so I'm gonna do some time jumping here to basically, you guys make your way to the bridge This will take roughly 3, 6, 9, a day and a half to make it to the bridge. And then we can cross the bridge with no problems. Is there anything that happens, basically, we'll call it 2 days of travel northward. Anything that happens that's of note? Or things you want to mention?
Ozzy's not pale anymore.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Igni feels better about this.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
Good.
Yes, I would think it's like, you know, your
Okay.
pretty average road trip montage. There's tunage and songs.
Yeah.
There's arguing. Somebody threatens to turn the horse around or elk around.
Yep.
Um,
The dangerous Somber Hills, yet again, serves no danger to the Dancing Johns.
Yep.
As per usual.
We just dance around all our problems.
all the problems away.
So on about around lunchtime, we'll call it, on the third day, you have crossed over the stone bridge, and you are on the stone trail on your way towards Westbridge, which is a pretty good point for you to jump off from there to head to this Nettleby Ranch. When riding down the road in the opposite direction towards you, is where I will let Katie go ahead and introduce herself. And we talked a little bit about this, but go ahead and describe what the party sees.
Okay, so galloping towards you at full speed, there's a horse completely clad in black flame armor. And on top of it, there's a tiefling who's pink with devil horns and just covered in tattoos. And she's wearing a turtle shell for armor. And she just straight on almost passes you and then is like, oh shit. And she kind of has her horse walk backwards a little bit. And she's like, Lilith? Do we have a Lilith? A Lilith? No? Oh, you? Oh.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Roswen, and you are less hairy than I thought. But that's okay. She just kind of dismounts.
I look at everybody else and I'm like, Harry?
Yeah, you're a werewolf, right? Right? She's a werewolf. This is the right Lilith. Because I only asked for her first name, to be honest with you.
Should we kill her? How she know these things?
You also notice, I guess, too, worth mentioning, she does have wings, right?
Yeah,
So she has
pearl as she gets
she
down.
has a spiky turtle shell, almost like a weird Koopa Troopa situation, but bat wings. There's a big, long, gnarled staff that's made out of, looks like it's grown from a living tree. I think that's about all of the major things. Oh, and around her are flittering, one about her head, almost in a circular fashion, is a jade-colored butterfly. And then there are 3 other butterflies flittering about her. And these butterflies are like this big.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Wow.
really? Igni's like,
Wow.
here,
There's
more.
so much going on.
What is happening? Who
Yes.
is
So,
master-
I want to.
magical,
Lilith wants to
mystical
get
person?
kind of sassy and is like an infernal. She's gonna be like, "Yo, you good?
Yeah, we tight.
All right, cool."
big
How
wolf.
did you know these things?
Pardon my language. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I speak a couple other languages, guys. Like sorry.
Does nobody see the giant buff? Nobody?
Guys, she's cool.
Igni, I see the big bugs. They're very large.
Yeah. Their names are Mavis, Calliope, and Steve.
And do you, crazy bug lady, have name?
Oh, yeah, I'm Roswen.
I said Roswen. She already said Roswen.
Well, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I must
she
have
said
been
that.
distracted.
Okay, hold on,
Okay, yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
Roswen.
Yeah.
What? One, how do you know Lilith?
We
Oh.
don't.
No, we've never met. I was just kind of like sleeping one night, and then like a hag showed up and stole my shit. And then like after that, I was like, man, this sucks. And I was looking out the window and I saw the moon. And then Selunite was like, hey girl, someone needs your help. And I was like, cool, I'll get my boots. And then here I am.
And
Checks out.
why are you here then?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I am
Check it
going.
out.
Yeah, I mean that's divine shit right there. Like I
Okay.
have dreams with
No,
Santa.
you know what? You're right, actually. Yeah, okay, I'm down. Let's do this.
Yeah, it checks out. That's like totally makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
Checks
I
out.
got up this morning. I just wanted free breakfast. We were supposed to kill Hag. This is all too much. These dreams, the bugs, Igni. I just ride this.
Oh yeah, we're here to kill some hags, Roswen.
Oh, okay. So are we doing that before or after we're fixing your shit so that you don't kill a bunch of people? I don't like. What's your preference?
Oh yeah, you said Selunite.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it Selunite?
Yes. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is-
I have a friend, just a friend. Look up to him immensely. But I'll
Is that so?
Yeah, and he was kind of low key saying I need to find somebody that is a cleric of Selunite. So wow, Selunite, damn, she's tight. She knew what's up. She must have been listening or something. Yeah, you want to fix that for me? I don't want to kill my friends. I really don't want.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
But like, it'd be tight to be more connected with the moon goddess. I'd be like super down with that.
Okay, well, not too tight because like we're best friends, but you know, kind of tight. Listen, okay, so I have a list of things that we need if we're gonna do this first, or have. I mean, listen, it's your party. You know, mine's back home, but we need. Okay, fuck. What did she say? She said we need an altar. I got that. That's good. We need a rainbow moonstone, and dancers. And she said that you guys were really good dancers.
Oh, I can do it. Yes. Okay.
Them.
Yes.
I'm not a good
Oh, no.
dancer.
This needs
Also,
to be
you too, Ozzy.
participation.
No, I'm not the dancer.
Do you want
Ozzy,
her to kill you?
You know how rituals work.
I mean, I'll dance, but I'm not very good.
Oh, me either.
Hey,
I got
what?
2 moves, dude. And then oh yeah. And then she said we needed either milk or wine. I'm kind of a pink wine girl myself, but you know, it's totally up to you guys. Yeah. Wine, okay. Wine it is. So
That's on par with this group.
Yeah, we don't drink. So I'm lactose intolerant. It's not good.
Only
I
thing.
did not know that.
Is somebody not drinking wine right now?
I'm drinking wine.
I had wine for breakfast.
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
Probably.
yes, me too. Okay,
I've got a flask attached to my belt, and
Wait.
just for moments like this.
so correct me if I'm wrong. We need only 4 things to fix the beast within.
for sure. But see, the thing is that I was like, okay, rainbow moonstone, that sounds like really cool. Where do I get one? And she was like, that part not so easy, but we got to get that one because it's not a full moon. So, you know, rules is rules. You know?
Okay,
I
so
mean,
where am I
have you
going
ever
to find
seen-
it?
Have you ever seen Rainbow Moonstone?
No, but
Wait,
it
is my
sounds
armor
good.
moonstone or rainbow moonstone?
It's regular moonstone.
Oh fuck.
Those
okay,
are
that
2
would've
separate
been really
things. The geologist in the room will tell you they are 2 separate things. One is significantly rarer than the other. Believe me, I use my degree more in Dungeons and Dragons than I ever do in real life.
I
Okay.
actually have rainbow moonstone in real life though.
Oh yeah, it's not like ridiculously rare. It's just rarer than your average labradorite or other moonstones.
Yeah, this shit
So
right
where
here.
do we find it?
Right. That is the thing that I would have asked her.
Yes. So, Katie/Roswen, you would know that as happenstance would happen to have it, not too far from where you are currently is a cave through a small copse of trees and a forest, and at the terminus of this cave is supposed to be a vein where Rainbow Moonstone is held. So, you would know that without too much trouble encountered in said forest or cave, you could potentially retrieve this by nightfall.
Okay. So by nightfall, because that's when we gotta do things, because I gotta get back. There's some fucking dragon shit going on right now, guys. I gotta be real with you. But
Well,
Wait,
Igni goes,
dragons?
well, we have 5 Mandusa. That's like all she's got. She's like, we fight the Medusa.
Wait, dragons? What are you
Dragons?
talking about?
What is this? Like Tiamat and like the
Yeah.
cult of. You know what? That's not important right now.
No, but yeah, we got shit brewing here that like.
Mhm.
I think if it's good to know that there are people tending to the other problems of the world.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you. You guys, I was told you guys were doing some cool stuff too, so it is an honor.
But you heard of us?
Yeah.
I guess, and you guys can all make me a history check, except for Roswen. It relates to you, so you don't have to make it. But the rest of you can make history checks.
A 9.
Oh, it's an 18.
I
rolled too well.
I got a 21.
rolled a
Nice.
19.
Okay, so the three of you actually, as she's talking and things are setting in, a little bit of recollection starts to come to all of you about an adventure, like certain parts of the garb and the way things and the way she kind of is described you start to recall hearing about an adventuring group known as the Belladonnas having taken down a cloud giant castle that had been overrun by a dragon about a year prior to current. And the name Roswen is tied to that group, and certain things like a tiefling, but the descriptors you had of this tiefling, she looked very different than the one that you see before you. She was supposed to, just be like just this cute little ball of pink, and this one's kind of got the sides shaved and it's covered in tats, and it's a little bit different than the descriptor. So that might be why there's a delay on the recognition. But you believe with your history checks that this may be someone from this adventuring group who is apparently on the rise in the realms and an expert in felling dragons.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Yeah, let's go get that moonstone.
hell yeah.
Do that.
How do we?
I mean, I turned to our group and I'm like, Loki, I don't want to kill you guys. So do you care if we take this little like detour?
Oh,
No, sure.
let's do it. I don't want to die.
So burning halflings. No,
What? Burning halflings? Is
Is
that
this-
legal?
But hear me out. Hags are horrible and hard
Mhm.
and heinous.
Yep.
All of the
So-
H words.
All those
Yeah,
things.
some nice
those
alliteration.
hacks.
And they cast hexes, right? I think it might be beneficial if I have a little bit more control over this like wolfiness
Mhm.
for the hag. And she's
Sure.
magical. Ozzy, you know this. She's probably could fuck with that to her advantage. is
Well,
my-
you know what? Igni knows not. Look at this, and I follow. Igni follow.
So
You okay?
Yeah, he's like, what do you want me to say? I have nothing. I mean, I think you're right. I don't want you to turn into wolf and eat face. So it seems like a reasonable thing. We will get the stone, but then there are halflings, and their farms are being burned, and I feels. I get the feels. I feel like we should do something about the hag. And it's just,
Igni or Lilith kind of like starts to think about this. She's like, she kind of slows down and walks like solo. I guess we're walking while we're talking about
yeah,
this.
we'll say you're walking and talking.
Okay. So I slow down and kind of like get a one-on-one conversation with Igni, and I'm like, listen, this sucks. I'm really sorry that this kind of half-baked decision that I've made about this werewolf thing is like kind of taking precedence right now. Like it's
I mean, let's be real. You are a werewolf. That is pretty cool.
I'm glad you think that. I guess I was just sensing that, like, I don't ever want to. Girl, we've become homies, so I'm trying to like be a good homie and not disappoint you.
You are a great homie. No,
I know.
good homie, and now you be like werewolf homie.
I know.
How
but
many people can say that?
I just feel bad because I know that like you're very passionate about like helping people, and I feel like this is. I just wanted to apologize that this is taking. You know what I mean?
What, a few hours is what you say?
Yeah, I can tell it's bothering you, so I just wanted to
Oh
apologize.
no, going to get stoned does not bother me. It is more amount of information and these fucking bugs. They are huge. And look, she's old. And you know, I was eating free breakfast this morning, so it's just a lot.
It is, yeah. I kind of look up to see Roswin just to make sure Roswin's out of earshot. I'm like, I don't get the bugs. I just don't get it.
Would they eat
They're
them?
cool. I like them.
Are they used for? I don't know. And where did she get these food? Did you breed them that way?
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of magical stuff, and it's definitely cool, but I don't know. But
Yeah,
I guess we could ask her.
I was supposed to say, Igni puts a hand on her shoulder and says, I am proud that you have chosen to do something that most people don't have, cojones to do. So I am proud to say I have werewolf homie. And to know it takes a stone to make sure you don't eat me. I feel like that is a valuable trait.
Yeah, definitely. Also, if you ever want to ride on me when I'm a wolf, you go to the bear.
Did you just ask me to ride you? Haha, yes.
Not like that,
I am
Amy.
down to ride wolf!
I meant like if I'm in wolf form, you can like stab bitch it. From my back.
Oh, moving dick stabs.
Yes, girl.
Okay.
Like girl wolf power.
So off to this cave, you know where it is?
Nope. I'm following Roswin.
Roswen, you know where it is.
You have a general idea.
I have an actual serious question.
Yes.
How close is Vanan's face to these bugs right now?
Oh, his face is so close. He's real up in these bugs. He's talking to them a lot. He's talking to these bugs
I
lot.
desperately need a visual of this. Is there?
Yeah, me too. I gotta see these things.
So also, do you have any of your other like pets that you have with you, Roswin, out and about, or are they contained?
I have my Geodude in my shell. He's just chills there, so he's safe.
Okay.
But other than that, just Poppy, my horse.
I don't have a shell, so Gianit is just floating.
So you see this, Roswin, that he has what looks like, and again, for those of you Pokemon fans out there, Vanan has what it looks like a traditional Geodude that's just kind of hovering and floating. Roswin, if you had yours out, it looks like an Alolan form Geodude with the spiky hair on it for you Pokemon fans out there.
All comes together.
But anyway, yeah, so you see that she has these giant butterflies. You also see that this staff, which has the bottom of it looks like a big nettle, like the base of it, and the top of it is starting to kind of hook. It's like a long staff. You can see engraved in the staff are different animals. You know, there's a horse, a snake, a wolf, a crocodile, engraved in the staff, and it also has intertwined in it a vine of jasmine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with 10 little jasmine flowers along it.
Well, 9.
9.
Well, that looks very cool.
Okay, so there's 9.
So do we just going to walk up to this cave? You know, scary things live in caves. You learned this as a child.
We are scary things. We live in caves sometimes. I like caves.
And as you guys are walking, and you kind of are getting close to the forest, like as you're about to enter the forest, Roswin, you put your staff down on the ground and like, let's figure out which is the best path through the forest. And as your staff touches the ground, you watch as sort of this ripple of silvery green energy goes through it and suffuses out and displays in a starburst out into the ground, and in front of all of you comes an earthen and wood table is formed out of the ground, and upon this long, about 10-foot long table are various looking seed pods that then open up and blossom, and there is an array of food. A feast fit for heroes, one would say, as though the chat had donated to make it appear. So for the next hour, you guys can feast upon this hero's feast and gain the benefits of the hero's feast spell. I will just do you guys the favor and I will roll here. So you guys will get an extra. So I rolled the 2d10 for that. So that's an extra 15 maximum and current hit points that you get per the hero's feast. That also makes you immune to, for the next 24 hours in game, makes you immune to poison, as well as to being frightened. Also immune to all diseases, and you make all wisdom saving throws at advantage.
Roswen just goes, shit, that's new. And sits down.
Yeah. And it is food that is all befitting what you would eat, Roswen, as a vegetarian. There's plenty of options here for you. There's plenty of slightly more rare meats for Lilith. There's also coffee, which we know is a big factor for Igni and Vanan, who become very quickly addicted to it. So that is all there as options for you within this hero's
always
feast.
just comes out of her staff when it touches the ground.
Pancakes.
No, that was because the chat donated for a hero's feast, but I needed a way for it to happen.
Chocolate chip.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to. I decided to make
Chocolate chip.
Roswen look more badass than just like you turn the corner and there's a totally not suspicious feast in front of you in a woods where you're trying to deal with hags, and you're like, do we eat this feast that's right here?
That's some curse of Strahd.
She's all like, "Hey guys, you want a
Right.
snack?"
Yeah, right.
Bon appetit.
Here he goes. Wait. Did you?
Thank you.
She's like speechless again. Like,
This is normal. Just don't worry about it.
Hey,
Igni,
give me some coffee.
This is a sign. Do not piss off the tiefling.
Oh, I would
Drink
never.
the coffee.
Yeah.
Have some coffee.
Rosalind just sits down in front of a giant pie and just takes a fork to it.
Yeah. What kind of pie is it for the internet who doesn't know?
Peach pie.
Peach pie. You see, big old peach pie. Yeah, and
So,
you guys
what?
feast.
We are just going to feast?
I mean, I've been eating good berries for 2 days. This looks amazing.
Oh my god, that is the saddest thing I ever heard. Please have some of your own food.
Thanks.
So you guys feast for an hour and gain the benefits of the spell, and then you continue deeper into the forest towards this cave. I would like everybody to make me perception checks, please.
I'm good at these.
Is it based off of hearing or smell?
It can be, yeah. So go ahead and make it an advantage for
21.
hearing.
23.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh,
shit.
man, all right. Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
15.
Vanan?
21.
All right, wow. So this is the perceptive crew. So you guys are walking through, and you hear the snapping of branches here in the woods, and
What's it smell like?
it smells like
Snapping branches.
no. You get an acrid smell. But then you also get the smell of blood and fresh slain meat coming from the area that you heard the snapping branches from, which seems to be ahead of you, Roswen, in the direction you believe the cave to be.
I'm like, and I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. You guys can all make stealth checks if you so choose. Lilith, yours is still at disadvantage because you're armor, but you do get a +10 to the roll. Everybody gets a +10 to the roll.
It was 19 and 16, so that's going to be a 26.
There you
I was
go.
about to say mine's a 26 too.
I
Woo.
got a 20.
Okay.
25.
And
26.
all right. So the stealthy perceptive crew sneaks up, and you see basically that there is what looks to be much larger than perhaps any of you have seen. In front of a strange, about 100 feet in front of a very strange looking tree is an owlbear that is tearing into the flesh of a slain deer. This is a pretty beefy looking owlbear. Like maybe half, like 1.5 times the size of a normal owlbear.
I think we should just leave it alone.
Yeah, let's just leave it alone and keep going.
It's just eating, doing its owlbear thing.
Okay, so you guys
Don't want to shank it while it's eating. That's rude.
So you guys skate around the owlbear and start making your way more towards where this cave is. And you think you can kind of see the rocky kind of outcropping at the end of this forest. And you guys begin to make your way a little bit closer. And yet again, you hear that snapping of twigs. And you don't see anything snapping twigs, but you hear it, and it sounds like it's close. And you kind of, Lilith, your senses are accosted by this acrid smell again.
Can Igni climb a tree and try to get a better perspective?
Sure.
It's not like I would imagine, like, as we came up to the owlbear, I probably would have been like, that's not it.
No.
Or, oh, that's definitely it.
That is not it was not the owlbear.
Okay, so it's a smell that I picked up, but the owlbear smelled differently.
Correct.
Hmm.
Igni, you're a thief rogue, so no problem. You climb the tree.
What do my eyes see?
At the top of the trees, you can see the forest goes. It's kind of, I'm not gonna say it's circular, but it's a localized grouping of trees here. This little forest that you're in, and you can see the mountains ahead, and you can kind of see you can see the bridge back the way you came, and you can see kind of West Bridge, a couple days away because it's fairly open terrain. You have to come off the road maybe an hour or two to get to where you are currently. But you can see that kind of towards that mountain, or where you believe the cave to be, is, all of the trees are, relatively lush and green. It is springtime. But one of them is got a weird mixture of black leaves with the green.
And like I just spot it like off.
It looks different from the rest, and it's, basically, I'm not gonna say straight ahead of you, but it is more in the direction of where you all believe the cave to be.
Okay. I come back down the tree. And I whisper, I don't know what is making crunching sound, but there is very strange tree ahead. It is black. Have you ever heard of such?
Sounds dead. Can I roll a nature check?
Sure.
Okay. 3 plus 15.
Nothing out of the ordinary. You know that magic trees exist. This just sounds, at least from the description, like a tree that might have some dying leaves. You'd have to see it, really, right, to get a better idea of what you're looking at.
I could fly up and take a look myself. Is that okay with you guys? Be right back.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna fly up.
All right. you fly up above, and you can see kind of what Igni had said is that pretty much right seemingly in front of that cave is this tree that is green and has black leaves throughout.
Okay.
But again, from up here, all you can see is the leaf, like the foliage on the top of the tree. You can't get a good look at, it's pretty thick together, so you can't get a good look at the trunk or anything from this height.
Gotcha. So I go back down and I'm like, in my professional druidic opinion, I still have no idea. So we could go closer. I'm always in for going closer.
Does the crunching seem to be coming from that area? The leaves snapping and things you said?
Yes.
I say we sneak closer.
How far away is it? About?
We'll call it, 300 feet.
I'll send
Okay.
Copernicus out. Do the good thing.
What kind of a thing?
He's gonna just fly around us, and if he finds someone else other than us, he comes back.
Okay, how far out is he going?
100 feet as we move forward.
Okay. So you guys are continuing to stealth forward. We'll say your stealth rolls from before can be sufficient. So you guys stalk forward about 100 feet through the forest toward this cave. You do hear the twig snapping, but it's intermittent. It doesn't seem, it's not consistent. It's not like someone breaking twigs. But it is, sporadic as you travel this 100 feet forward. Travel another 100 feet forward, getting ever closer towards this cave. And I would like Copernicus to make me a stealth check, please.
Okay. It's a 7. I don't know what that adds.
Oh, not a lot. That's
Nope.
the answer.
It's not a lot. It's probably maybe 3. So maybe 10.
You are very lucky. Copernicus will come back to you.
Okay.
Having with a fearful look in its cat eyes.
Okay.
Like something was after it.
Do you know how to talk to him? You guys chat?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk. We can convey things to each other, but we don't I can't speak with animals.
Oh, I can do that. So hold on one second. I cast speak with animals. I'm like, what's up, dude?
Oh boy, now I have to think of a voice.
No, yes.
It is the most wonderful thing about druids. They can talk to everything.
He's my best buddy.
Yeah.
We have a trustum named Wingman. He's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Purchased at the same shop. So Copernicus will, with again, wide eyes as though a cat that was scared of something, will look to you. Oh my god, now I have to think about this because I have the repercussions.
It's making it sound like I built a cat.
Yeah, right, yeah. And we'll just kind of look to you and gesticulate on back paws with front paws and wings. And it'll be it was crazy. The tree tried to eat me.
Wow, trees don't normally do that. That's cool. I mean, bad. So he said that the tree tried to eat him. I've never encountered that.
Tree?
The tree tried to eat you?
And the cat nods to you. The Tressum nods to you, Vanan.
That doesn't make any sense. That's never happened before.
And then, with a cat paw, gestures towards the cave general area.
I look at him and I'm like, are you lying?
No, he's a cat.
And it shakes its head no to you.
Okay, so in lieu of
All right.
You know what? In lieu of the last 48 hours, Igni is no longer supplied by nothing. Nothing. So if trees are now eating people, I say, you know what? Bring on the trees.
Are we now? Are we
Okay,
within
I'm cool.
60 feet of this?
60 feet? No. Vanan specifically said that Copernicus was out 100 feet. A
Yeah.
puppy.
Good boy.
My puppies.
Oh man,
So cute.
puppy.
Well, there goes our stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just gonna sit here and say puppy for the next.
I want to get within
Puppy.
60 feet and then do like my divine sense or keen sense, like detect good and evil.
Yeah. So you sneak ahead 40 feet, and you use your inherent detect good and evil. Which, let me just look up what it detects. Okay.
Undead, fiend, or
Yeah. Well, you have the inborn version of it that you unlocked, which is that, but also does aberrations, elementals, and fey. But you do not get any of those. Do not trigger.
well, I'm gonna turn around and tell everybody what it's not.
Okay.
What not?
So
I'm gonna
she-
turn to Igni and say, "Hey, Igni, remember that thing I taught you about the sensing the magic?
Oh, yeah.
Do that."
Okay. So, Igni, you your vision shifts as you cast your inborn detect magic, and usual things glow as they normally would. All of your party members, the magical weapons. Roswen also glows, the staff glows, the little jade butterfly about her head glows. The butterflies do not. They seemingly are normal butterflies.
Just massive.
Well, that is scary.
And
Okay.
at-
And I look at the tree.
At this point, you are about 60 feet away from the tree, and your detect magic range is 30 feet. Okay.
He's gonna creep closer.
Okay, you get within 30 feet, and this tree, the one that you have identified as being kind of green and black, does it come across as magic? No. Nothing seems to be magic.
I creep back to the group. So I used my snazzy magic detection to know that the tree it is in fact not magic. Neither are those big ass butterflies.
Oh,
Yeah, they're just my buddies.
they're huge.
They're just buddies.
Yeah, they just showed up one day. This thing like bloomed some flowers, and then like one day they were like, I like these flowers, and I was like, cool, they're there every day. And now
What were
they
their
just-
names again?
Oh, it's Mavis, Calliope, and Steve.
Is Steve the little one?
Mm-hmm. The
Okay.
smallest.
I feel like they are talking about animal things. They have this vibe. It makes me nervous.
I'm right here.
It's all I know.
This is just how she talks. Don't worry, she means well.
Okay.
It's true. It is compliment. I think. You two you vibe. Your animal love is so strong together.
Yeah. I mean, they're great. Who doesn't love an animal? If I
So about
showed
this
you a puppy,
tree.
would you be mad? Yeah, trees.
Trees.
I tell you, that tree
Creepy.
it is not magic. It is just creepy tree.
Can I walk up to the tree?
Sure. You walk up to the tree.
I'm like, I think about the tree. I look at it. I'm like, what you is, tree?
So as you get up right
What
up
you is?
in this tree's grill,
Yeah.
and the tree, it bristles. The leaves shudder about.
Mm-hmm.
And when he walks up to this tree, what are the rest of you doing?
Watching
Oh.
him.
Yep.
I'll go to the tree too.
You guys ever play Spyro the Dragon?
Yes, many long time ago.
There's a specific enemy in the swamplands where when you approach it, it gets down and starts shaking. And if you get a little bit closer, it's going to charge and eat you. Do you guys remember that one?
Yes.
Wait, what are we talking
Yeah.
about?
So Roswen and Vanan go up to the tree, and the rest of you stay 30 feet back and watch.
Yep.
Cool. So Roswen and Vanan, you get up to this tree, and it bristles, and you watch as the leaves sort of form, and the branches shift together and sort of form a maw, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And you, Lilith, that intense acrid smell returns as you watch as expelling forth from this newly crafted maw is a line of acid that goes through Vanan and Roswen and will go towards you three, and I will choose, it will get one of the three of you just because of the nature of the way this will work.
Oh my.
A very nice tree.
So we'll go 1, 2, 3. So Igni, it's gonna go towards you. So I would like Vanan, Roswen, and Igni to please make me dexterity saving throws.
Okay. At a 23.
What was that? 16?
Mhm.
And Vanan?
Give me 1 second. I am +8, 22.
Okay. So you all passed. And as such, you will take some damage.
I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements.
You can do that. And
Good
reduce
call.
it.
I can do that too.
And reduce that again in half.
Yeah.
Alright, so Igni, you will take 25 points of acid damage.
Oh my god, really?
And you guys are both casting Absorb Elements?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, I'm glad that was halved, or Igni would have gone down.
So you will take 12 points. I guess 13 points of acid damage, Vanan and Roswen.
Yep.
And I would
Rude.
like you all to roll for initiative, please.
Oh, that's at least a 23.
19.
23 again. Double 18.
Oh, and Igni rolled a nat one.
I got a 15.
I got a 16.
Maybe it's all that acid she took to the face.
Probably. That probably didn't help. In the tree... Igni, what's your initiative with a natural 1?
A 6.
6. So the tree beat Igni. With a 7.
No, my god.
Vanan, you are up first.
Okay.
Now I remember.
What? This tree just spit acid at me.
And you watch as the maw was formed and the acid was spit, the leaves formed sort of a head of a dragon, and then it shifts back into just leaves.
That's dumb. I'll poke the tree with my spear.
No.
Alright.
Oh.
Let us see you do that. Roll to hit the tree.
Okay, I poke it. That's a lot. It's like 20, 26.
That will hit the tree.
It's just 2d6.
It's that 1d6 is acid damage, correct?
One of the d6 is acid damage. That is correct.
I'm going to tell you to bother not rolling that, as this you find this tree is
All
immune
right.
to acid damage.
So this is just 6 plus 7.
Okay.
So 13 for the first hit.
Okay. That hits.
And
Obviously, it does the
then
damage.
second attack is 14 plus 8.
Yeah,
22.
you're good. That hits.
And this time there's a d8 involved.
Let's get that D8 involved here.
Crazy. 6 and 6 is 12, and 7 is 21 for the second hit.
21. All right, you jab into this tree, and you see that the acidity isn't doing any damage that it normally would. as this tree, as you stab it, seems to leak out acid.
I'm like, tree, it's not cool to shoot acid at passersby. It makes people think trees aren't cool. It's not cool.
Okay.
They are not cool.
Following Vanan, if that's it for Vanan,
Yeah, that's it for Vanan.
is Roswen.
Okay. Rosalind's gonna point her staff up at the sky, and even in the daylight, the pillar of moon is going to come down on top of the tree. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam at 3rd level,
Okay.
and then my DC is 17.
Okay. It fails the DC for Moonbeam.
Okay, that's a 7 to 7 to 1, so that's 15 points of damage, and it is wreathed in a silver light, and everybody who attacks it has advantage on it right now.
Yes. So this thing is wreathed in this Moonbeam energy. Vanan, you also notice it doesn't hit you. It doesn't harm you. This Moonbeam, but it also is effectively under the Fairy Fire spell, while contained in this pillar of moonlight.
And then
That's
I'm gonna fly
cool.
20 feet up.
Yep.
And bonus action, I'm going to send over 4d6 Fey heals over to Igni.
Thank you.
Oh shit. 12, 15, 16 points plus 4 temporary hit points.
Ooh. Igni goes, yes, moon goddess, yes. Oh, can't tell.
And that's my turn.
All right. Sorry, that was Rosman's turn, followed by Ozzy.
I am going to cast a level 2 magic missile at it.
Okay.
I'm going to make them all fire.
All right. They are fire missiles as they hit into this tree. Go ahead and roll your damage.
16 damage.
16 damage. All right. Anything else you would like to do?
I'm going to move a little bit back so I
Okay.
don't get sprayed with acid because I'm a tiny squishy wizard.
That is fair. Then it is Lilith's turn. You're muted, Britt.
I said, sweet.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to run up and hit it with Lucifer.
Let's see it.
I have advantage, right?
Yes, you do.
Because that was a 4.
What was it?
A 1.
Well, that won't do it, unfortunately. But you do get a second attack at advantage.
Okay. Sweet, natural 20.
Well, shit.
Wow.
Well,
I
second
crit.
time you've done that today.
So you watch as these white flames erupt along the blade of the sword as you strike into this tree. Yeah. So you will roll a minimum 2d8 plus a d4, assuming you choose not to smite it at all.
Oh,
Assuming what?
You choose not to throw a smite in there as well.
but the smite's all doubled though.
The smite is all doubled.
I think I'm going to, guys.
What
That
level?
makes sense.
So that would be first or second level smite.
Let's. Oh. Fuck it. No, I need to save one for the hags. So, first level.
First level. So roll 6d8 plus a d4.
6. I don't think I have 68.
Well, you can count them and we'll roll them again.
All right. Stand by.
Step it up, Britt.
Gen Con,
I think
we're going to
I
buy
do.
you some d8s.
No, I definitely do have that many D8. I just don't want to dig them out. So 68 and how many D4?
Just one d4. 68 plus one d4.
All right, so let me go ahead and roll that D4 first because that
Sure.
one's silly.
That one is silly.
So that's 2
Okay.
plus 5
Mm-hmm.
plus 2, 3 plus 3
Mm-hmm.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. plus 4
14,
plus 3
17,
plus 4 plus 3.
So another 7. So
24.
Okay. And then your modifier, and then all that stuff.
That's gonna be plus 6.
Yep, that sounds right.
30.
30 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right, not a bad second attack. And I think that's it for you, I assume, correct?
Yeah, I don't. That's like a bonus. That's my bonus action, right?
That was just a second attack on your regular action. You still have your bonus action if you have anything you wanted to do with it.
Is anybody injured?
Igni. But she's doing okay now.
I was going to say not anymore. I'm pretty much healed all the way up.
I mean, I can give you a D6.
I have exactly 3 points left before I'm at max HP.
Oh, okay. Then you're. I kind of look at you. I consider it. I'm like, you're fine.
Also, Gremlin can attack as well if you want.
Yeah, Gremlin's gonna. Guys, I totally read about this like mythical creature from medieval times that literally its attack or its defense is pooping on people.
What?
Effective.
I forget what it's called, but it's like this
Perfect.
mythical creature where if you chase it, you're gonna get sprayed and shit.
Yes!
Like
Well-
aesthetic shit. I'll have to
Like a
find it.
poop
Okay,
gun.
so
My
Gremlin's
newest
gonna
evil
charge.
villain.
Okay, Gremlin's gonna charge, and Gremlin's attack will be at advantage as well.
Okay, the first one was a 3. The second one was an 8.
Sorry, Claire, did you say something? Nope. Okay, 8 was the die roll?
3
Plus-
or 8.
Plus 5 is 13, so still a miss. Okay. So you miss.
That's it.
It's the tree's turn.
It takes damage.
Oh, it does, because of Moonbeam.
Uh,
And it's going to fail its saving throw.
24.
Okay.
Times 4.
Alright, does it get its breath weapon back? Let's find out. It does not. So right up
Hooray.
in its face right now is Lilith and Vanan
And Gremlin
and Gremlin.
pawing at the ground.
Yes. So it's not going to use its leaves to attack. That'd be silly. So it's going to try to bring one of its branches down on Lilith, as she just did a ridiculous amount of damage to it. So, here we go. 25. That's going to hit.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take 58 points of bludgeoning damage as this tree just.
No, I'm not.
You're right. You're not gonna take any of it because it is not a magical
I
attack.
love
What's up,
it. Wow.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. I love it so much.
Deal.
So it just smashes into you. You take no damage, and it's Igni's turn.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
sorry. I just got sweaty from that. Oh my god.
Oh,
Just holds her hand up. It's like, nah.
I'll be honest. After watching it bash around people and spit, Igni's not even going to attack it up close. I think she's going to pull out two. It's not on fire, is it?
No, it is not.
It
Oh,
can be.
I was about to say it will be.
All right.
She pulls out like a vial of oil that she has,
Mhm.
and she's going to throw it and like try to explode it onto the base of the tree.
Okay. So go.
just kind of toss it.
Because it's a tree, I'm gonna just say you hit.
Yeah, I suspect it's pretty big.
So go ahead and roll me 2d6 fire damage, and the tree will be set on fire.
Oh! I was gonna actually attack it with my sling, but okay.
Oh, wait, okay, never
I
mind.
was tossing the oil, and then basically I was going to attack
I
it.
see.
with two
Okay,
pieces of hot-
then,
flaming coal.
Then never mind. Go ahead and make an attack roll at advantage,
Ooh,
because it's in fairy fire.
Can we call this the Whomping Will No?
We can call it the Whomping Will No.
That was bad. I'm sorry.
Good
No, it
thing.
was so good.
So 23 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Sneak attack and all that good stuff.
Oh, right. I forgot about that snake. Okay. So 8 and my 3d6.
Does everybody get like an extra thing since they're around the paladin?
That is only for saving throws, so not at the moment.
Okay.
So 16 points of damage as I sling 2 pieces of hot flaming coal at it, and hopefully light the oil on fire.
You do, and you watch as the tree screams and the life leaves from this tree. And we're going to take a short break, so we will be right back. With that, I think we can come back. Sorry for taking the short break. I need to talk to Claire about some stuff, you know, with the whole leaving her with an 18-month-old to go to Gen Con for 6 days. When she's like, hey, I need to talk to you, I'm like, cool, I'll be right there right now. Whatever you want to talk about.
Whatever you want.
Yep.
Here for
also, our dryer broke in this house, so that's fun. I have to replace the dryer. But we have another house currently, so we have 2 dryers. So, anyway. All right, so we resume as the party has felled Igni with her sling, breaking the oil on this tree, this weird green and black tree, as it shudders and its leaves begin to slowly fall to the ground.
As a dragon scholar, since I kind of took the form of a dragon there for a second, is this anything that I would have heard about before?
You can make me at advantage a history check. Or Arcana, whichever is better for you.
Oh, 15 plus 2. That's a... Oh, math. 18.
Okay. Yes. This is what is known as a dragon leaf tree. These are trees that are imbued with characteristics and sort of grown by dragons, true dragons. Some very powerful dragons are said to have groves of these trees. These, however, they take on an aspect of whatever their draconic master is, which is what powers the way they look, their breath weapon that they are granted. This is, they can live for an extended period of time, but they also are basically loyal to their draconic masters, and they place them in such a place as to protect things they don't want fiddled with. Based on all of this, you believe this to be a black dragon leaf tree, therefore guarding something that a black dragon does not want meddled with. And there is a cave directly behind this tree in a mountain.
I relay all this information, and then I look at the cave and I'm like, all right, let's go.
I'm sorry, dragon?
Mm-hmm. You never fought one before?
No.
Wow.
But I want to.
Was that shake, or is this the trees?
That was
I'm
shake.
sorry, I can't understand your accent. I'm really
Is it just me? Because, I mean, I hate to break it to everyone, but I did not wake up this morning to get free breakfast and fight the dragon.
Wow. I think that's what we're about to do, so
I mean,
let's just take a moment and start our day anew.
We can also maybe not fight a black dragon.
Can't we just do like we did with that owl? We just walk right past it, just shh.
As minimal dragon conflict as possible.
Just excuse me, dragon. I sneak up here, I take your stone, I leave.
Yeah, we're not down to fight a dragon, so we'll do everything we can to not.
What? You seem so excited about fighting dragons.
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of down to fight a dragon.
He's down.
Well, then you guys can go in and we'll wait right the fuck out here.
You're nature lovers. Go fight your dragon. We stand out here and watch.
I mean, all I'm saying that if you guys are nice people, you're going to deal with this dragon, because when they're babies, you might be able to teach them to be kind of nice. Maybe only a few nips here or there. But when they're adults, you gotta kill that motherfucker, or else he's gonna kill someone else.
How do we know it's a
His
baby?
logic is really
We
sound.
don't know if it's a baby, but I do know that it is a farmer because it definitely planted that tree, and that's kind of weird if you imagine that.
A farming dragon.
Well, that tells me it's not a baby. Right?
Well,
I mean, how many babies do you know that farm?
well, I don't know, but I know 2 baby dragons, and baby dragons are pretty smart.
And big, right? They're
Well,
I mean, bigger than a human baby.
here's the thing. Lilith, you don't want to kill us, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we kind of need
Right.
the thing that's in there. As much as I don't want to fight a dragon, or see
We're
a dragon,
jumping to
or
so
be in the
many
general
things
vicinity
right
of a
now.
dragon,
Yeah.
we might have to go do that.
Yeah. I would like to not jump to the conclusion that we're going to fight anything.
Okay.
Just-
Okay, that's-
Okay.
you know
I
what?
like-
That's positive. I like it.
yeah.
Okay. We are positive we fight nothing.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Lily, that sounds not so.
I'll go first. How about that?
Okay. I stay.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah.
Are we being sneaky? We don't normally do sneaky on my team. There's like a lot of glitter and flowers involved.
Sneaky's good.
We
sneaky
try
is
to
how we
sneak.
do things.
It doesn't work out all the time, but that's
Mhm.
usually our MO.
Okay, I'm not gonna go first because I'm not very good at that. I haven't
Yeah, me
done
neither.
that in a while. But I'll stay kind of middle because I can, if you guys get hurt, I'll help out.
How long has it been?
It has not been too long.
It hasn't been an hour yet. Past
No,
that.
you know what? Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw, though, when you got hit. It's a DC 10
Oh, yeah, okay.
for when you got hit with the acid.
I got a nat 20. So.
All right, so Pass Without a Trace is still up. Also,
God.
thank you, Joshua Chapman over on YouTube for donating for my great wife that's letting me go to Gen Con.
She is the best wife.
So, you guys can all make stealth checks with the plus 10.
I'm gonna
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna kind of like poke Lilith in the back and cast guidance on her.
Okay.
I did a
37.
I got a 21.
All right.
I got an 18.
Igni's like, no to this dragon.
Yeah.
Like 32.
Gotcha. Cool.
A million.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys begin to creep into this cave. And it immediately, after about 50 feet, it dips to the left, and you curve around the corner, and you can see it goes back a little ways. And you can all make me perception checks. Well, I roll something over here.
I only got a 4.
Oof.
19.
14.
Hey, that's not
Based on hearing as well,
9.
so you can roll with
21.
advantage, Lilith. Okay. So sorry.
10.
Okay. So, I guess it was. I don't know. I'm sorry. I lost track. I know Vanan didn't do well. Lilith got a 10, but Ozzy got a what?
I got a 21.
And Rosman got a 19.
Yeah,
Eh.
Igni got a 14.
Okay, so Roswin and Ozzy, you can tell by looking and listening here, it is just really quiet in here. You don't see or hear anything in here at the moment.
You guys hear that?
No.
What?
Oh.
Exactly.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's quiet. Some would say too quiet.
I don't think people really say that.
Sometimes they do.
I've never said it.
All right.
I don't think of it.
Oh, never mind then.
Well, I mean, you said it. You said it just now, Ozzy. So someone did say it.
No.
You're right.
Too late. It's too late.
No, Ozzy.
Too
Okay.
late. Nope.
sorry. I didn't mean to. Okay.
That's fine.
I mean, it's all right.
I open a book.
All right. So do you guys continue further into?
Yes,
Okay.
at least I do.
All right. You guys continue, and you notice here there are stalagmites that are kind of jutting out, sort of almost forming a natural choke point to make people have to go through if they choose to continue further in a single file line.
Oh, does anybody feel nauseous? Maybe it's all the food I ate, or it could be I'm scared.
I'll protect you.
So what's the
Okay.
marching order? Who's going in what order here in the single file line? Lilith is first.
Go next. Is
be
it like
next
a
to
tall
Lilith.
opening?
It's a narrowing, right?
It is a narrowing, but I'm gonna say just due to the narrow space, your wings wouldn't be able to get you to fly up above.
Okay. Fair enough.
I like where your head's at though. So it'll be Lilith, Vanan, Roswen, Ozzy, Igni.
I'll be at the end.
Okay.
At the
That's
end.
So, you guys go through, you go through maybe 30 feet in this just eerily quiet single file line as it starts to open up, and you get this just lingering smell of acidity as after you exit out of this 30-foot kind of choke point, you see that the ground around you is melted away as if this cave was formed and excavated with acid. Rather than done via claw or shovel, it has
Oh, I
been
see.
melted away to open up this space.
There's totally a black dragon here.
And as you walk further, you can see now there are kind of they're not hewn because acid doesn't work with that kind of precision, but there are steps that are leading upward, and they go up into this mountain on about a 45-degree angle, and you come up and there's a landing. As you get up to this landing about 50 feet up, on either side of this staircase are just two big pools of acid. And the staircase continues upward. Do you keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You continue up another 100 feet up these steps, and it opens up into a wide expanse, and you can see stalactites hanging down from the ceiling. And this is about a 200-foot kind of semicircle room, and you can see stalactites placed about. Some are shorn off as if cut, others are melted away. And as you begin to walk into this kind of open area, this seems to be the terminus of the cave. You can see on the ground, kind of around one of these stalactites or stalagmites that has melted away, is some remnant of some sort of melted humanoid bone, as if something was trying to hide behind this stalagmite. And you move in, and there is a large platform, and upon said platform is a meager, I guess a relatively substantial pile of coinage. Amidst said coins are various items, some weapons, some cloth, different things, all mixed in there.
Can we get out of a row now?
Yes,
curiosity,
absolutely can.
I would like to not be in a line with everybody else, and I suggest that everyone spread out.
Yeah, Igni's going to try to stay hidden behind something, but she can't help but go, oh, look at the gold.
I would like everybody to make me perception checks, please.
I'm gonna.
3,
14.
14, 17,
16.
16,
24.
24,
Or
4. Got it. As you guys look about this room, take a little time, spread out in this eerie silence as you don't see a dragon.
Oh, wait. Does Copernicus see anything?
Copernicus does not see anything.
Okay.
You think perhaps you have lucked out and arrived at a time in which this dragon is not home.
Okay.
For how long it won't be home, you can't say.
So Igni can rightfully assume there's nothing here.
Correct.
Oh,
There's just a
she
pile of
falls
stuff.
for the gold.
A dragon,
Oh,
a dragon's hoard, one might say.
One time I met a dragon and it had a horde, but it was alive. So careful. That's the thing that happens sometimes. Maybe like
Does Igni goes boom, detect magic, anything weird about the...
Nothing is weird about the horde itself, which, to Roswin's point, was the horde came to life and attacked them. The gold and things attacked the party. No, but there is several things that ping your magical sense. There's a staff that appears to be magical. There is... Where did it go? There is 2 pieces of cloth. One is kind of a ragged, torn, black thing. And the other one is kind of a deep crimson red, and they seem to possibly be cloaks or capes of some kind. There is a scroll, one singular scroll, 2 potion bottles, and is there anything else? Nah, that's good enough.
Ozzy?
Ozzy stands next to Igni and holds
Yep.
out his bag of holding and just goes, fill it up.
She starts like everything she can get in there.
Just
So
tossing.
Shoveling it in.
all the definitely she has no interest in the staff, but definitely the potions for her. Igni goes quickly.
And as you're doing that, as you're going through, you see there's the various coinage. There's a scattering of gemstones. And Roswin, your eyes are drawn towards one specifically that you know to be a rainbow moonstone.
oh, that's the one right there. I'm gonna go.
Into the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Into the
Double
bag
it
of
all
holding.
in. Let's go.
Yeah, you guys take
Tossing stuff into the bag
take
of holding.
15 minutes to just this all into the bag of holding.
Lilith just sits there and watches you guys like,
Yeah, you guys have a bag. We just got a big old gaping hole. That's pretty cool. Looks pretty normal. Anyway,
All right,
Let's
go. Let's get out now.
All right, you guys, with haste, run back the way you came. You make your way back to the exit of the cave. You see the tree that you have slain and the forest before you. Go ahead and make me stealth checks, please.
it's still up or
Still have
Yeah,
10?
it's still up. Yep.
Oof.
I got like a 20,
39.
23. Jesus Christ.
25.
I'm gonna use one of my advantage.
Yeah,
Nice.
sure.
I got a 27.
What the fuck? Are you serious? Second roll was a 1. I've never rolled this many ones before. The first roll would have put me at a 14 with the plus 10.
And the second one is a 1, so at least like 11. Got it.
So 14 for my higher number.
Okay. So, as you guys get about 20, I'll say 30 feet, 50 feet, why not? 50 feet outside of the cave, you hear a flapping from overhead. And as you guys are making your way out scot-free, Lilith's boot catches on a branch and she smacks into a tree with a loud sound of stone knocking into wood. And you hear this, the gentle flapping turns into a whistling as you look up through the break in the canopy, and you can see the wings fold back as a black dragon plummets down to land in front of the cave. I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
God damn it.
God.
How
really
old does the
tried.
dragon look?
What?
How old does the dragon look?
Not an adult.
24.
So not like a Rathator or the others.
Got
19.
14.
20.
strong 6.
24.
6. Igni got what?
24.
24. By the way, I will say that there was not an original plan for you to fight the dragon.
Well,
but that stealth check,
There it
though.
is. There it is.
I nailed my stealth check.
We got all that swag.
A 39.
Yeah, you did great. He
I
couldn't
failed it.
even
I
with
got a 14.
Can
even
I...
with
Stay hidden, Igni.
Rise of Tiamat comes
Stay
Princess of the
hidden?
Apocalypse.
what?
Yeah.
Could
Can I
you?
stay hidden?
Yeah, you're still hidden. He doesn't.
Okay.
He can't. He couldn't. The majority of you with the natural 20 that he rolled couldn't find any of you with his perception except for Lilith.
For Lilith. Okay, so he's got eyes on Lilith. Okay.
So he knows, but obviously now he's keyed on that something's up with his home base. So let me go ahead and pull up his stats. So he rolled a 13, so he's got a 13. All right, so Igni, you are hidden. This dragon has touched down. It is about 30 feet away from you. It does not seem to notice you.
Only Lilith. Is it moving towards her?
Yes, it is. It's seemingly got its eyes fixated on her. Yes.
Okay.
This is what you have brought upon us.
Oh, just the one head.
Ah, that's my future. Don't show me that.
That one.
I was about to say that is. Okay, I would like to stay behind it, like flanking it, so it can't see me, and then I'm gonna sneak up on it. I don't want to attack it yet.
Okay, so
'Cause
you
I
want
don't want it to know I'm there. So I'm gonna maybe I hold. The moment it attacks Lilith, I'm gonna jump on its back
Okay, so you're gonna hold your action to attack, or
to attack.
okay, cool. All right. So, cool. That is Igni's action. Ozzy.
I'm also going to stay hidden, and I'm going to summon the elemental spectrum
Mm-hmm.
and hold a spell for when it goes to attack Lilith.
Okay.
Sorry, Lilith.
Okay, she's not thinking about it. She's just eyes locked on the dragon.
Vanan.
Yeah. Oh, See, this is a Durgan.
It is.
We are, yeah.
This is
Pickle.
a Durgan. Dragon.
So,
The big old scaly boy.
what would you like
Scaly
to do?
boy. I'll run up to this big scaly boy,
Okay. You are currently hidden. It does not know that you're there.
and I'm gonna run up right next to Lilith.
Okay.
Actually,
All right.
I use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Lilith,
Okay.
and then I'll cast Bane on the scaly boy.
Well, you would be able to normally, but that's a bonus action spell.
Oh, right.
So you
No,
can-
yeah, never mind. I'll just attack it twice. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'll do Hunter's Mark attack twice.
Okay, that works. Go ahead and make an attack,
First
please.
attack with advantage is it's like 28, 19 plus 8.
Yep, that hits.
2d6 the first one. 6 plus 9, 15 on the first attack.
Okay.
Second attack is an 18.
That hits.
18.
Just barely, but it does.
Oh man. And wow, it's pretty bad. 1, 1, 2, 5, and 9 is 14 on the second attack.
Okay, and that was with the Colossus Slayer too?
Yeah, that was what I
Oof.
rolled 2 1s.
Yikes.
Yeah, really bad.
All right. Well, you watch as you guys that are hidden watch as Vanan runs up and jabs at this thing twice.
Stab it twice.
Oh, the acid damage doesn't affect.
Yeah, no, this was
Cool.
just
Cool. Just
I
checking.
assumed it was an immunity.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right. He goes here. So then goes the dragon. So he sees you stab it, Vanan, and his eyes were on Lilith as she was the one that had seen before.
Yeah.
So it is going to circle for the most advantageous line that it can do to exhale its acid breath at you and Lilith.
Oh yeah.
So it is going to do that, and that would trigger the actions that were held by Igni and Bucky.
All right, cool. Do you have an order you want to go in?
You were first, so you can go first.
Yeah, so you can go
Okay.
first. It's going to do its thing no matter what, but yours was to when it attacks.
Okay, so
So.
she pulls out like both her
Mm-hmm.
blades and is going to make both of her attacks
Okay.
into back. I would like to mount it.
Okay.
Enough for mounting.
Then, it definitely is. So go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Oh, sorry. Oh man, can I tumble onto its back?
Sure, you can make me an acrobatics check.
That would be awesome, Ted. So that's a good thing too. So a 17 to tumble onto its back.
So you go to try to tumble onto its back, and it just kind of shakes itself, and you're not able to, as it just uses its own corded muscle to just knock you off. You do still be able to get your attacks though, or just one attack. So
Okay,
you would
one
have,
attack.
but it is not an advantage now, as it is now aware of your presence.
Right,
when
but
you
I still
tried to
get
jump.
sneak attack.
You do still get sneak attack though. Yes.
That's okay. Take that silently. 22.
That hits.
Aha! Three more of these.
In the meantime, I'll get Lilith and Vanna to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
5, 8, 12, 18 points of damage.
All right. You sound uncertain.
Yeah, I just had that moment. I was like, cool. Did I do my math right? 6, 8. Yeah, that's right. 18.
Okay. You stab it, and then I can get the dex saves from Vanna and Lilith.
17.
Cool.
I don't know if
You're good.
but I'm also gonna cast absorb elements.
Fair.
I rolled a 5.
Plus your dexterity bonus, which is a 0.
Oh yeah, with Lilith, I even more.
Yeah, you're fine. So Lilith, I think even with all of the bonuses, Lilith is still going to fail this. Because the DC is 15. So Lilith, you will take 49 points of acid damage.
Creepy, creepy. Really?
Yeah, and Vanna, you will take 13.
Wait.
13?
Yeah, after with absorb elements.
Oh, acid is not the same as poison. How much damage?
Alright.
30 what?
49.
Oh, 49. Ah, okay.
Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Okay.
I'm pissed.
Ozzy, your trigger as well.
So the tattoo on the center of Ozzy's chest glows. The spectrum bends backwards like a slingshot,
Mm-hmm.
and for the first time, it turns entirely black.
Mm.
And he's going to cast lightning bolt with necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
Whoa.
oh,
And it fails horribly.
Oh, I love all the calculations that's happening right now.
Thank
You
you.
can hear it in the silence.
Thank you, Boss Bedlam. Yes, this is my man cave behind me. Although this one will be going away in favor of 2, sort of, in the new house. But
He takes 40 necrotic damage.
fuck. Yeah, alright. You watch as this beam of black energy, which defies the laws of physics as you can't have black light, but it is. And it zaps through it in a lightning bolt
Cover of
form.
every Metallica album.
Yeah, basically. Ride that lightning as it zaps through, and you watch as, you know, at first you're like, oh, this seems like a bad idea. Black lightning, black dragon. But you watch as it just, the wounds that have been dealt to it just start to just desiccate, and it's like the water seems to be pulled from its body as it begins to slowly emaciate. And it got rocked pretty heavily by that. That's more damage than it has taken in any one turn. Actually, that is about as much damage as has been dealt to it thus far. It was dealt to it in one black lightning strike by Ozzy. Ozzy, anything else?
No, Ozzy's skin turns very pale and his eyes turn very bloodshot.
Okay, you guys, maybe you noticed this. I don't know. That was its turn. It did its breath weapon. Lilith, it is your turn.
I want to stab it.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks. No advantage this time.
That's going to be a 19 for the first one.
That's gonna hit.
Tight. So let's deal with that first.
Okay.
That's gonna be 1d8 plus. Excuse me. So 1d8 plus 6.
Correct. Unless you choose to smite.
I will hold off. 7 plus 6 is
13.
Yeah, thank you. 13
Mm-hmm.
damage for the
First.
first one, and then second roll. It's not so good. It's gonna be a 12.
Yeah, you go up to hit it, and as it just kind of bats your arm away with its dragon claw.
That's rude.
Gremlin can still go if you want Gremlin to go.
Yeah, I do want Gremlin to go. Sorry, my neighbors are yelling at each other outside.
That's okay.
I'm like,
Turn up your mic. Let's hear the drum.
yeah. I know, right? I'm like,
Let's just pause the stream and listen to
For the
the
drama.
Gremlin just attacks with a 4.
Oh, buddy. All right. Gremlin runs up and kicks out, but no luck. Then it will fall to you, Rosman, last in the initiative.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna go for the same thing. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam at level 4.
Okay. Oh man, level 4. Oh,
Why
that is
not?
that is a 6 plus 8 is a 14.
That fails.
Ah, fucker.
So that's 22 points of damage.
All right, you watch again as even though it is day outside, this column of silver moonlight just down on top of this, again encompassing Lilith, encompassing Igni, encompassing Vanan, though dealing no damage to you, only harming this dragon, and it is wreathed in this glowing silver light, essentially the fairy fire spell, and now everybody has advantage. Following up that after Rosman, unless you're done. Or you have anything else?
I'm going to fly up, and then I'm going to get an eye on Lilith, and I'm going to send 46 heals her way.
What?
Let's see, 8, 9. All right, that's 13 plus 4 temporary hit points.
So 13 healed back, and then 4 temporary.
Oh, 13.
And then
Plus.
4 temporary, yeah.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Then it will shoot back up to the top of the round. Igni, it is your turn.
So I think Igni did this all the wrong way. We know that she is only successful when she stabs the dick. Does he in fact have one?
Like a cloaca, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more of a cloaca. I don't know how
It's
familiar
okay.
you are
It's-
with dragon anatomy, but
Ignis not, but she knows where it genuinely,
where it should be.
It should
Yeah.
be. So she's going to try this time from underbelly.
Yeah.
So she's going to try against dick stab.
At advantage.
At double dick stab with advantage. Yes, I got to say double dick stab.
It happens a lot on this, folks. If you're new.
Double dick stab.
I think
Never enough.
The first one hits with an at 20.
All right.
Okay, first one's an at 20. Second one is a 23.
Roll
All
again
right.
just in case you get.
Oh yeah, you might crit a second time.
Crit.
Right? Or did you roll both with advantage
Oh,
already?
right, both those were both advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, the 20 came out of the advantage, and then the 23 was the advantage there. So I'm guessing both of those are hits?
Those are both hits, yeah. So whatever your normal damage is with sneak attack, double all those numbers. Or, roll double the dice. So that's...
Okay, so
What is that?
let's do this. 1d4 plus 6. Okay, so that's 9. So both of them just get... Okay, hang on. I'm going to do this out loud because I'm awful
Yeah,
at that.
1d4 plus 6 was 9. Plus
So
another...
9 plus another 1d4
Correct.
plus 6 for the other dagger, right?
Yes.
So that makes a 10. So
Okay.
9 and 10, so that's a flat 19 with no sneak attack. Now we'll do
19. Now sneak attack is normally 3d6, but it's 66 because it's a crit.
I get to roll my whole set of bone dice together.
There you go.
Call something from the Underdark, no doubt. Okay. 8, 10, 15.
15.
15 plus the 19 is... Yeah, right?
That is 34.
Dick stabbing damage.
How would you like to dick stab this dragon to death?
Damn, girl, that's
Right on
twice.
the tip.
That is so
twice.
on par with this group.
Yeah, Igni, like I said, she gives up on the back and I picture, she sidesteps and slides under his belly. As she does so, she jams both daggers in and rips them from, nave to chop kind of a thing, and then bathes in his blood as it rains down on her. And she's like, no! I'm so done with dragons! And did we even get the stone? She's
We
just
did.
standing there covered in its blood.
Yeah, and you watch as this thing falls to the ground, dead. Yeah, there you go.
Nice job, guys.
So,
And you guys
Ozzy
were
falls
afraid
to
of a
his-
dragon.
Ozzy falls.
Vanon's really happy. He's like, "Whoa, we just killed a dragon," and he's hopping around a little bit.
realistically, probably should have stayed in the air, but it was
This
worried its horde was at risk, and it knew there was one person, so it was going for the one loud one.
No
And then
dick.
suddenly,
No dick is
7
safe.
people came out of the woods.
Yeah, didn't go well for it. All right, so this juvenile black dragon has been slain. You have a bag of holding full of stuff, and there is a dragon carcass in front of you. Dancing Johns+Roswen, what would you like to do?
Yo, Bucky. Ozzy.
Yes.
Are there things you... Dude,
I'm gonna-
what the fuck? Did you get hit by this thing?
No.
You
Why
looking
are your
okay?
eyes red?
Because I'm tired.
No, that excuse no works this time. Igni
Yeah,
gets
you can't do
tired.
it twice.
Mm-mm.
We'll talk about it later. Did dragons have cool shit for wizards?
Maybe. Probably. Yes.
Can I harvest this thing?
Yeah, man.
Do you want help?
The scales
I
are
do this
probably
all the
worth
time.
something.
I'd love help.
How much would I know about
I love anatomy and stuff.
anatomy and parts?
Well, you guys go ahead and make your however you're working your survival checks.
Do you want to go or me? You, me.
Vanon's been reading about dragons at
Oh,
night.
Okay, you go. I'm going to cast
whenever
guidance
he's
on you.
asleep.
Okay, and you can provide him advantage as well, and the D4 on top of that.
Helping.
+3.
So whatever you got with advantage +3.
Okay. Hold on. My survival's normally +5, so +3 with you is 8. 21.
Okay. So with kind of Roswen respectfully over your shoulder, having done this,
Oh, yeah, she can totally point everything out to me.
countless
And I'm just
times
like-
before, there was a time when a much younger Roswen, much less practiced Roswen, was elbow deep in a dragon, and it just didn't go very well for them. So you guys go through, and she kind of points out, you guys did do a fair amount of damage to this. It has a fair amount of holes in it. Some of the meat is obviously been desiccated through a necrotic lightning bolt. But Ozzy, you would know, and Rosman can also back you up on this, that a lot of things are useful in a dragon. Their blood has use in potions and elixirs, as well as certain spell components. Their scales, where if enough is harvested, can be used to craft armor, although that doesn't actually benefit anybody in this group at the moment. But that's a thing you could do. Also, just dragon parts sell on certain markets, whether magical or black, for a decent amount of money to the right person. So that is that piece of it. And obviously then you can use horns and talons and things to adorn, and it's a black dragon, so it's got those pretty sweet, almost front sweeping horns. So if you wanted to do anything cool with armaments or decorative stuff, that has its benefits there as well. You believe, based on what you got, Roswin, and your experience, and this one being a slightly bigger than that green one you fought way back in the day, you could probably get enough scales to craft a suit of scale mail or equivalent from these scales. And then you were able to harvest, claws and fangs and horns and whatnot for potential sale, and, blood as well.
Cool.
Also, the meat that you can salvage from it, you could eat it if that's a route you want to go as well.
Gross.
Lilith?
Whether
But
you
also
guys
metal.
whether you guys go down the route of how do you feel about eating intelligent creatures' flesh, that's something you guys can deal with as we get to that point.
But
Lilith
like,
genuinely.
dragon burgers.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's gonna, her new me self doesn't care about that, so she's gonna probably want to eat it.
Okay.
Right now.
That's fine. That's
Kind
a
of
thing.
takes like a low key like bite, like a little nibble, and is like,
All right. Well, you know that, yeah, dragon can fetch a fair price in a lot of markets. It does depending on where you eat from said dragon, it is very good. Dragon meat is choice. It's like an entire creature made of filet mignon.
Ooh.
oh wow. Even the evil dragons.
Oh yeah. Only the most foul creatures would eat a metallic dragon.
Also, my bag of holding counts as a refrigerator as long as the never-ending ice is in there.
That's true. That is also true. So you guys can carve up dragon if you want to save some for later.
Yeah, we're just gonna pop a squat, make a little barbecue pit, eat it.
I think we will pass on the dragon thing.
Okay, you guys can hang out and do what you want with the dragon, and then you also... What's up?
Like a little short rest.
Yeah, and you guys can start to identify things that you obtained
Yeah, I
if
was
you
gonna
wish.
stop pulling all the stuff out that we pulled out.
Yeah.
Flying and all that.
And you guys are waiting for nightfall anyway for this ritual, so...
Oh, and we found the stone.
You did find the stone. That was one of the stones that you found.
Okay.
Short rest so I can get some spells back.
So, yes. So I will tell you what you find, or what you found in your hoard there. I will get you the gold pieces and the the gemstones and whatnot at a later point. But you guys probably only want to know about the juicy stuff anyway. So, all right. So, the black piece, and I will get you guys all the full descriptions after the fact, but the black cloth that is, it's like torn, it's a cloak, but it's all ripped in places, and it kind of just looks like a tattered piece of black cloth. When donned, this is a dread cloak. As an action, you can command the cloak to flutter up above you and form the shape of a skull and fill everyone around with with fear. So any enemy within 60 feet of you who can see this skull formed from the cloak can make a DC 15 Wisdom save, or on a failed save become frightened. Once per long rest, and that is an attunement item. So that is the Dread Cloak. The other piece, the Crimson one, this is called a Dancing Cape. This one here. So, as a bonus action, you can direct the cape to act, and you basically can cause it to spring to life and move about in a much less cool version of Doctor Strange's Cloak of Levitation. So as a bonus action, you can direct the cape to act. It can hold items up to a weight of 20 pounds. It can interact with objects just as you would, for example, open doors or chests. If this interaction would require a skill check, you use your charisma bonus and your proficiency bonus if you are proficient in whatever that skill is. The cape can even hold a weapon and use it to attack. An attack roll made with the cape is your proficiency modifier plus your charisma bonus. Your damage is the unmodified damage dice of the weapon, so if it's a rapier, it does a d8. If it's a dagger, it does a d4, and so on. The cape can only attack with one-handed weapons, but can hold anything as long as it's less than 20 pounds. And it can be used for a total of 60 seconds, so 10 combat rounds before you need to... It just returns to a regular cape.
That one I immediately hold out and I go, Igni, Vanan, this cape dances.
Igni, I think this cape is calling to you.
It
Yeah.
is it? Did you hear something I did not?
Yeah, no, you don't. Hold your ear up to it.
Okay.
You hear what it's saying?
No.
It's saying, Igni, wear me.
No, that's you, Vanan.
No, it's the cape.
Give me that
I
cape.
shoot a message to Igni.
Oh,
Igni, wear me.
cape? Is that you?
Yes, wear me.
Oh, are you sure? You may clash with my other cape.
It's black on one side and crimson on the other.
Oh, do I double cape?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Igni's like, my cape talks to me. And she throws it on over her other cape. She's gonna double cape.
All right, so I will get you the information on all of this after the fact. The staff that was there is the staff of the empowering sacrifice.
That's a lot of letters.
This can only basically be used by you, Ozzy. While wielding this staff, you can expend your hit dice to empower a spell you cast. For every hit dice you spend, the save DC of your next spell is increased by 1. You can expend a maximum of 3 hit dice per spell. Hit dice expended do not heal you in any way.
Oh, Ozzy's gonna kill himself.
Oh no.
What is happening to our poor boy?
You did this! This is all... He was such an innocent little boy, and then you got him laid and everything changed.
I mean, I think it might have had something to do with that, like, first killing.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
What else did I say? Did I give you guys anything else? So there was a potion, 2 potions of greater healing.
Yeah, 2 cloaks, 2 potions.
And that sweet, sweet rainbow moonstone.
And
Yeah,
this,
are they just healing potions?
yeah, greater healing potion, so 4d4 plus 4.
Oh, dope. We needed those.
And there is a scroll.
Oh yeah, there's a scroll.
I wish I could read what that. I wish the cheers popped up in the chat. I see you raise your flint box. Oh. Gotcha. Alright, so, in the scroll, let's just pick a random spell here. That. There's a scroll of blur.
Ooh.
So.
Cool.
So, also thank you for the new subscriptions, or new follows rather, and the cheers and whatnot. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Again, there will be revamps of all of the systems once we're officially in the new house, and fun things for all of the players once we get there. So, I believe that was all of the items that were distinguished. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I guess so, yeah.
That staff is attunement, right?
Yes.
Ozzy attunes to that staff.
I figured. So, as is both of the cloaks, are both attunement as well. So, you guys take the time to do this. You take a short rest. As basically, I assume you wait for nightfall for this ritual to take place, yeah?
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess so,
Yeah.
Okay. So, night begins to descend and the moon begins to rise. Roswen, you know what you need to do, at least for the start of this. So
Rosalind kind of goes into the center of the area we're all hanging out in, and she touches the tip of her staff to the ground, and then like she's picking up something extremely heavy, pulls up, and a big pedestal in the shape of a crescent moon with a space perfectly set for the opal comes up out of the ground. And she's like, you guys had wine, right? We didn't forget that. I'm gonna be pissed if we forgot that.
We're not
We
gonna
have wine.
forget.
We have wine.
Sure, yeah.
Great.
They didn't forget the one.
Okay. I like you guys. Okay.
Ozzy, take out some of the wine.
Okay.
all right.
It, it better be white. It is chilled in there, no?
I mean, you could get like Lambrusco.
I don't. Is that fancy?
What's we got prosecco?
Lambrusco's like a chilled red wine. That's delicious.
I don't
So-
discriminate. Put it in the
Yeah, it just needs to be one.
Make me next time we're in water deep.
So, you pour the wine into the basin that was created, and you notice that the stone is beset with smaller moonstones, but there is basically a socket for this rainbow moonstone at the center. And you socket in the rainbow moonstone. And as you do, it seems, maybe it's an optical illusion, you're not sure, that the moonlight overhead seems to be focused on your area. Even though you know that can't be the case, as the moon shines all over the realms. But it seems to be focused heavily in the area where you are. And then Roswen, you kind of get the idea that basically you need to enact this ritual, and it starts with a little bit of casting, but then basically it is Lilith kind of is the centerpiece of this and is nearby the altar, but involves everyone to sort of, in a ritualistic manner, dance in a circle around her.
Are we doing the hora?
Sure. Why not? I don't have a better answer for you.
And now the wine is Manischewitz.
Yep, that magical transformation. Now, Manischewitz. So I would like you to make me. Actually, I'm not even gonna make you roll, because if you didn't make the DC, then it ruins the whole story of this. So you do it. Basically, it's gonna look similar to this, right? So you've got the pedestal there in the middle. The moon is out. There's ritualistic dancing. I don't know why that's not focusing, but you get the point.
Yeah.
So this is a ritual. Ozzy, maybe you've heard of this. I don't know. You can make me an Arcana check
Sure.
as you continue to dance about.
17.
Okay. This is a moonfire ritual. Moonfire is one of the many forms of unique magic that is sort of not tied specifically to the weave itself. the weave governs all things magical in the realms. It's what powers your magic. It's what powers all magic. But there are certain forms of magic that live kind of outside of that. Moonfire being one, Spellfire being another. They like to use fire a lot in the Forgotten Realms. So Spellfire is weird Mistran-based magic. There is the Shadow Weave, which is the inverse of the weave created by Shar and a dark deformity of it. Moonfire is a magical manifestation of Selunite's power, and this is one of those rituals. So you all dance around for a little while, and the moonlight seems to intensify as though a police siren were around. And the moon centers kind of a single strand of moonlight beams down, and it hits this pool of wine. And the wine, you notice, begins to change from, we'll call it, we said it was a red originally, but now it'll change to a white and almost silvery, milky color. And the light kind of begins to emanate and illuminate the area all around you. And as it kind of passes by you, Lilith, you are instantly transformed into your hybrid wolf state. And you see all of this, and you see the moonlight above you. You see this pedestal in front of you. You see your friends dancing about you, and you don't have any impulse to cause any sort of physical harm to any of them. And as this is happening, Roswen, you feel yourself also in a sort of symbolic way will wild shape into a wolf as well. And there's a simultaneous howl between the two of you as you, Lilith, believe that you need to drink from this pool. Roswen, you were transformed back, but as you are transformed back, this transformation is much more magical, if you will. As a girl who is magical in power of moonlight here, and actually you've described this to me, so why don't you describe to me this transformation here in this sequence?
This is happening now? Okay.
Momentarily, yes.
All right, so her wings kind of envelop onto her, and the claws at the top turn inwards into a heart, which turned and like sparkle and turn into a new outfit. And her shell kind of comes out into 4 pieces, and suddenly she has angel wings in 2 sets on her back, and her tail wraps around her and spins, and she gets a new skirt. This seems so ridiculous as I'm saying it now.
Yeah, that's fine. Keep going.
And she shoots up and spins around. There's like a large glowing emanating from the heart in the center, and it like lights up the whole area, and then finally it bursts with glitter, and her hair is now white instead of pink.
Let's see. Can I make this happen?
Oh god.
Ready? Let's see. And music plays.
God, that's loud.
We'll turn that down a little bit.
Yeah, that's loud as shit.
I don't know.
I totally didn't get this commission. It's fine.
Yeah, she totally didn't have this exact sound commissioned here. Anyway, so this happens, and as Lilith drinks from... We can stop sharing the sound now. As she continues to drink from this bowl, this transformation of you happens, and you sort of kind of put your palm on basically her wolf forehead, and the light intensifies to just a massively, almost blinding level to all of you, and then as quickly as that ends, it kind of comes in and everything goes dark and it returns to a normal night in the Forgotten Realms. Roswen, seemingly in your normal attire, normal visage. Lilith, you are now in regular old Lilith in your armor. However, the rainbow moonstone that sits in the altar is glowing as though contained with a certain degree of newfound magical power. And Lilith, you can feel that your armor is now, the moonstones contained within your armor have reached another level and are now themselves, your armor has now become magical. This moonstone magic armor, this whole ritual has just so happened to be moonstone armor, which was not part of the plan initially, obviously, because I didn't think you were going to become a werewolf, but now it is magical. Also, to the people in the chat talking about the missing character sheets, that's my bad. I have to upload those pages, so there is a couple 404s. And there will be sheets available for all of the characters. I just need to take a day to upload them all. So, Lilith, you now feel as though you are in control of your ability to transform both into your wolf form and your hybrid wolf form. Also, due to the nature of Roswen being the one who helped you activate this power, unlike a priest of Selunite, a druid who worships Selunite gifting you this power, your armor forms into yourself when you transform into a wolf, so you don't lose your armor. And when you transform back, your armor is there, so you'll never run into the situation that you ran into with Vanan.
You don't have to be naked again.
Yeah, that's fucking tight. I was gonna ask because I was like, she didn't have to take her armor off this time. So she's the evil grin that came across my face was because y'all fucking know I'm gonna want to fucking like dip in and out of wolf form here just to try it out like right now.
Yeah, so you can transform. You have two options to you. You have both the hybrid wolf form and the traditional wolf form, which you will look indistinguishable from a regular wolf.
All of the above.
So if you transform into your wolf form, you basically have all of the statistics of a wolf, except you are going to use, I believe, whatever. I don't remember how this works, but basically you're going to have the wolf's stats or your stats, whichever are better in the specific scenario. However, you do have the wolf's AC, but it is at a +1. So there's a 12 AC in wolf form, and you get access to the wolf's bite ability, which has the wolf's bite damage as well as the trip ability of a wolf. And in the hybrid form, you also have access to the claws and the bite. But, as you would know, there's nothing stopping you from wielding your weapons while in hybrid form. So you could be a werewolf still wielding a sword and a shield, and that's a thing you can do.
Wait, but do I still maintain the same AC since when I wild shape, I still have my armor, or the armor isn't there, it just doesn't fall off?
I have not officially decided one way or another on that. My initial thought is that it subsides inside you, and you'd have the werewolf hybrid AC, but you'd also have
Dissolve.
You just don't lose the armor.
Right.
However, I may flip-flop on that, so we shall see.
I'll make a compelling argument.
That's
later.
fine. At Gen Con would be appropriate.
Yeah, I think so. In person, over drinks, I'll be like, listen, Linda, listen. Yeah, I go into wolf form and then hybrid wolf form, and I'm just like, you guys.
Yeah.
Ignite.
So I will say that the way it works too, and due to the nature of the way kind of Lilith is, and again, Roswen's magic being slightly different than a true cleric's would be, basically as long as you wear your armor, you have control over your shifting ability.
Ooh.
but it subsumes into you all of the time.
Okay. So I have to sleep in my armor.
But I assumed you normally did that anyway, but maybe not. I don't know. Just curl up into a little wolf and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like our friend Vanan.
Dan's like, I'm exhausted from this.
That was some serious dancing.
Should we tie him to,
Gremlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems right.
Unfortunately, it is only horse we have.
You also...
I mean, it is nighttime. We should probably get some sleep.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
It was under the
that's
moonlight.
right, it's the moonlight. Yes, no, I know things. Okay. Well, I don't really sleep, so I could, keep watch.
Let's see. Also, the rainbow moonstone is now a moon mote, which just basically gives the wearer the wielder the ability to cast the dancing light spell. Nothing crazy, but whoever has it can cast dancing lights now.
Okay. I can do that.
You can do that naturally.
When
You do that. Also, the liquid that remained in the basin is now a moon draught, which is essentially a liquid. Basically, when kind of put into a vial, has 4 uses. Each use heals a d8 plus 1 hit points, so a total of 4d8 plus 4 hit points. Unless you're a lycanthrope, then it heals a maximum amount, so 36 points if you drink it.
What is this?
This is a moon draught. This is the remaining liquid that was in the basin that was not consumed.
Oh, it's the
Take some
skull,
of
please?
our empty.
So I'm gonna just casually bottle this up.
Yeah.
You
go-
I'm
do.
just gonna be like,
I was
well,
gonna-
I know that. Thank you.
I was gonna take the empty flasks of our potions that we've drank and be like, fill it up.
Yeah. Thank you. Yo, Rosalind.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
No problem. It's what I do.
I feel so fucking rad right now. It feels so good. Thank you. And now I don't have to worry about mauling you guys.
It's
It's
true.
great.
I feel like
Appreciate it.
Lilith's like totally jacked out of her mind right now. Just like
What?
coming out of that, like I bet Lilith's just sort of like jacked up.
Oh
on,
yeah.
like,
Like all the adrenaline.
She's like you've seen her now in 3 different forms: human, or well, Asmar, she wolf, and she werewolf form. Like,
And also angel. With your
oh
wings.
yeah, you've seen me in like my true Asmar form.
And also, nothing stops you, as we said before, but there's nothing stopping you from sprouting rainbow-colored angel wings while in hybrid wolf form.
That's amazing.
Right. That's from the blessing, right?
Yep.
Precious.
Do I fly
it's
with
the-
these?
What's up?
I can fly with these, or are they just like?
No, they're your Azamar wings.
But I get them now at will.
No. Sorry, no. Your Azamar wings, if you were to activate those.
Oh,
You don't have wings currently. If you activate your Azamar wings, they're just not... They're not feathered. They're not white feathered anymore. They are now rainbow feathered wings.
oh, I see. Okay.
When you activate them, but you could essentially be a rainbow angel winged werewolf flying about smiting people.
Now I get why I'm gonna be invited to parties. I totally get it now.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you are the party favor.
Fuck. Oh man. Yeah. So
Oh,
I guess.
Vanan!
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Is
friend.
that a good nap?
we were going to strap you to something, but then they were like, "Oh no, it's nighttime. We should sleep." And I was like, "Well, no, yeah."
I'm okay with that. I was awake too, Davis.
Sure.
Although
sure.
maybe I couldn't hear you. But
I'm gonna roll an insight check.
roll an insight check. Do it. I'll fight your insight check.
You know what? I'm gonna say sure. You can still wear the armor, because I didn't have a great idea for what I wanted the armor to do. Because the armor is now attunement. It prevents you from losing control of yourself in werewolf form, gives you the ability to shift as will. How about this? If you want the armor to appear on you in hybrid form to grant the AC, you can. Or you can just have it subsume into you if you want. And we'll make it +1. Why not? There we go. +1 plate mail that does all of those things.
Plate mail.
So,
Things.
and with that, the evening comes to a close and morning comes about as you all, I don't know, wake up the next morning after the crazy events of the night before, slayed a dragon in an evil tree, found a dragon's hoard and some cool stuff, and cured your werewolf companion of her potentially feral nature.
I'm a moon wolf now, bitches.
Yeah.
A flying moon.
Your backdrop is very appropriate.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. We talked about this tarot card. It's got so many awesome things to it.
So, with that, Roswen, you get kind of the feeling that your work here is done.
Okay. So Rosalind wakes up the next morning and she just kind of stretches out and she starts to like stoke the fire a little bit and get some breakfast going for everybody. And then she lays it all out and she's like, wow, guys, this has been lovely. I wish I could stay longer, but I got to kick some more dragon butt. So I just want you all to know that...
You're going to go?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I got my own party.
Oh. Now Igni is sad.
Oh,
What
I thought you thought
happens
I was weird because of my butterflies.
I do think you're weird, but that does not mean it is not even helpful, you know, when dragons come out of sky and things.
Oh,
Yeah, weird's good. Weird's not bad.
Wait, it should,
I'm weird as fuck.
and look at it, they grow on you, yeah? Or they grow, I'm not sure.
I mean, they have gotten a little bigger, I think. I don't really stare at them that much. That's
You should
rude.
probably stop feeding them. They are very large.
Oh. I don't know. They haven't really done much. They just kind of fly around. I don't know. But
Does it bother you?
I mean, it's used to it. You know, if you're wearing like some glasses or something, you get used to things on the side of your face. I don't know. Just my buddies. But...
Okay. And he's like, well, then be good and, you know, don't die and stuff.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine. I haven't died yet, you know?
Oh, don't I knows?
But if you guys are ever in Squirtable, please be sure to come by the Primpin Pie. It is a bathhouse and pie bakery all in one. And tell them Roswin sent you and you can get some free pie and baths. And I hand them all business cards.
Sure, yeah, you have all your business cards from your business.
Sounds amazing.
That sounds absolutely lovely.
Oh,
If you've never had pie in a bathtub.
Wow.
And, you know, I was just also kind of thinking that, you know, I actually have this little buddy and she kind of like pulls out from behind her like a little rock guy that looks a lot like Vanan's.
Yes.
And she's like, you know, I hatched him when he was so little and I feel like he just like lives in my shell and that's no way to live your life. So
Oh,
I
have this guy. And I pull out John. He lives in my hood, kind of like it's not a shell, but it's
You're right.
similar.
Well, maybe you want to take him because I just like, it's like my normal Wednesday is like dragon. So I just don't really feel comfortable taking my little man with me everywhere. But also I can't leave him at home because he's a baby.
of course not.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ignia would love to take him.
Do you like little rock elementals? Do any of you guys speak Terran?
Oh, Ozzy does.
I don't even read.
Oh, okay. Well, cool.
Oh, Vanan, if you take it, then your little elementals, they'd be cute like my little crickets. They'd be a elemental pair.
I've tied like Gianid's leash to Igni's bag already.
Well, he's pretty cool because he's like a little bit magnetic. So if you lose your keys, which I do all the time because there's lots of good bars where I'm at lately, he can get it for you if it falls down a sewer. It's
Like by magnetic, you mean do things like, I don't know, treasure and gold stick to him?
I don't know. I just have done like iron sort of stuff, you know, like keys.
Oh, I mean that's helpful.
Listen,
Would I
he's
know?
super cute. Just take him. You're making him embarrassed.
Oh,
I
please.
will.
Oh,
Yeah, I will take.
we will take him. Please join our menagerie.
Hello, friend.
Welcome to the Dancing Johns. I hope you can.
Ozzy, you want to watch Gianid for me real quick? As well.
Sure.
What is happening here? Are we giving up pets? I'm not giving up crickets.
No.
Fine. This is fine.
I don't remember what we said it did exactly, Katie, so I'll have to look up the information for you guys.
Yeah. She's just like looking at you all like you guys are the weird ones now. And she's like, well.
I'll also be like, hey Lilith, can you hold on to John real quick? Just for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Cool.
I'm not sure.
What's up with your friend, guys? Why is-
He does things sometimes.
He's probably, well, we'll just wait and see, but it might be Mabel related.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah. You're probably gonna get some things.
Mabel? Oh, Maple. Oh, do you want some candy?
It comes from his pocket.
So,
Fuck it.
I've had dirt before.
There we
Shit
go.
gets
See,
real in the
someone who's actually had dirt before.
There are
Me
some
too, I believe that.
I have no words for.
Yeah, so candy. We usually have chocolate coins in my group, but I'll take a maple candy.
Yes, here, have a maple candy.
She
I
doesn't
give
even
you,
pick lint off.
I give you a maple candy.
All right, maple candy is given.
Delicious.
I give the maple candy has been bequeathed.
All right, and with
Eat it.
does Roswen leave? Is that where we're at?
There's like a moment of silence after she eats it, and she's just like, "Oh, okay,
Hey,
wow."
don't die. Bye.
Yeah.
I can get in touch with you if need be. I have
Okay.
that power.
Well, that's neat. I want that. That's cool shit. All right. Anyway, yeah. If you need us, Roswen, Belladonna's, Scornable, we're in Waterdeep, and also don't die. Okay, bye. And
Okay,
she's just gonna
bye.
fly.
Can I have?
He was nice.
Guy, the thing. Wait. Can I name it? Does it have a name?
I
Do we
don't.
even ask?
Can I speak to it in Terran?
You can, yeah. I don't remember all the specifics I told you about it, Katie, but we can talk about it. But yeah, basically, it is yours to name what you wish. In a true Pokemon trade transaction, you can choose. It didn't have a name,
Oh.
so you can give it a nickname if you want. It's not like she traded you her Geodude named Boner, and you have to stick with the name Boner forever because.
I
It
would
was a-
have probably named it Boner on my own.
Igneous.
I got a Ditto trade once named Cum Dumpster, so that was nice.
Oh my god.
Oh man, awesome.
So classy. So,
Great.
does it have name, Ozzy? What's it say?
It says we can name it whatever we want.
Oh. Oh. I mean, usually I just name the thing, right? So horse, he was in fact just, horse. So what is this thing? It's a Geo...
Dude.
It is Geodude. Then its name is Geodude.
Okay.
He goes... We have named you Geodude. How big is it? It's like a basketball?
Yeah.
Or like, yeah.
Yeah. Basketballish.
I hold it like an awkward toddler.
This one has legs, so it's not like
Oh.
Vanan's that floats. This one has legs.
Oh,
Can we
okay.
just stack one on top of the other and they can move together.
Sure.
One more and we have a snowman.
Hey,
Oh.
that's adorable.
So yeah, she like holds it out awkwardly from her body. So,
And it has like spindly arms too.
it is. You are strange. I don't know. Okay. So to save the, what are we doing? Halflings? What are they? They were halflings, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Igni tucks him and carries him like a
Yeah.
basketball.
And the fire hag.
Okay.
Fire witch.
Where are we?
You guys are on like about a day's ride from Westbridge.
Okay. But we're on foot, right?
We're like
You are
northwest, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So Igni tucks him like a basketball and says, "Come, Geodude. We have things to kill and halflings to save. How do you feel about hags?"
You get the feeling that he's probably. Oh, magnet pull. Geonid focuses and uses an action to cause all loose metal objects within 20 feet weighing less than 2 pounds to fly towards it. The object
That's
moves immediately
dangerous.
10 feet closer to the Geonid. This ability can be used once per short rest. So, to your point, coins are made out of metal, therefore it would work with treasure.
Oh yes, I have a feeling we'd be good.
Also, he looks sort of like that. There's my
Okay.
little very
Oh,
bad
he is
phone Photoshop version of an Alolan
so
Geodude.
strange. You are okay. Yeah.
Keep in mind that most weapons are also made out of metal.
This is also true, but they do weigh more than 2 pounds.
True.
So, with yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So Roswen has left to go back to Waterdeep to her party, and you guys set north-ish to go save some halflings from possibly a fire hag, possibly a sandwich, possibly a panini witch. We're not sure. We'll find out next time at Gen Con.
What?
But I need, to have, what about Vanan?
Yeah.
So,
I'll let. There's somewhere he could go, but I'll also give you guys the option of just having him be a robot.
okay. He just
but-
sleeps on Gremlin's back the whole time.
Like
No,
he could
just
just nap for a really
wrap
long
him
time.
down.
He's just in the back, and we turn around, and he's just gone because he's like, "Oh, what's that?" and just walked off somewhere.
Yeah,
That's
whatever. We can
probably
figure it
true,
out.
And then he shows up later.
Yeah,
Where'd you guys go?
But
He went shopping, is what he did.
there is.
Yeah.
If we're in the north, if we're in the
He comes
northwest,
back with 12 more pins.
there is a place he could go though
okay.
that he was meaning to go at some point, but didn't beforehand. So
Okay. Well, you and I can talk about that. So,
yeah,
with that, I will think we can bring this first crossover, momentous 20th episode of Prince of the Apocalypse to a close.
What?
Thank you, Katie, for joining us and solving our lycanthrope problem.
Yes.
We will go through around the horn here and get everybody. We'll get everybody's info and everything. But I did want to say that this episode 21 will be Saturday night at around 7 p.m. happening live at Gen Con, but streaming live to you folks. And it will be with Chelsea, Bucky, Brittany, myself, and Celeste, who's also part of Roswin's party. So that'll be an interesting little how we get another crossover.
I get back and he's gone.
Yep, pretty much. So with that, Brittany, why don't you tell us about you, who you are, and all of that stuff?
I
The existential crisis sets in.
I know. I've never played a werewolf. There's so many things that my brain's absorbing right now. So yes, the werewolf paladin of justice tonight at for Princess Ted's Nerd Immersion, Prince of the Apocalypse. I also play a socially awkward elven warlock that's also in a bit of a paradoxical crisis. for Venture Maidens every other Wednesday at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. You can go to our Twitch channel for live streaming. It's the Venture Maidens, twitch.tv/whatever the Venture Maidens. And then you can also find me. I'm about 1,000 times more active on Instagram, but I also have a Twitter. Thank God they're both the same username. It's Visual Warlock with a Z instead of an S.
And you're going to be at Gen Con as well, obviously.
Yes, I'm going to be at Gen Con. Walking around, I'm probably going to be drunk most of the time, except for Friday, which I will be dead sober because I will be tattooing all day at Voluta Tattoo Parlor Friday, August 3rd. I've got a lot of people that I'm basically full, but I have like 2 little 30-minute windows that are still available. So if anybody's around and wants to get a little D20 dice or something small like that from one of the flash sheets that I posted,
I'd be there.
I know you're going to be my last client. I'm so excited to tattoo you guys. It's
and then we can go drinking.
Oh my God. Well,
Yay.
Well, you know,
All right,
thing is
stop.
having. I know. Okay, you're right. We're the worst.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna be working.
We're the worst.
So,
You'll be in our
I'm going to be working too, bitch.
All right. Thank you, Brittany. Chelsea, how about you? Aside from getting a tattoo and drinking, what's up with you?
Tattoos and drinking. No, I am Chelsea, also known as Little Red Dot online. There are thousands of places that you can find me, but my Twitter is the easiest because that's where I keep my schedule in all the games I play in. I could go down the list very quickly. Wednesdays, I'm here on Mondays for the next little bit, and then Wednesdays you can catch me in the North by Northwest podcast. Thursdays for the next few weeks I am closing out a campaign I DM over on Encounter Roleplays channel. On Saturdays you can catch me on Rollfort's channel. I'm excited to officially announce that I will be joining their cast of the Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition that is coming out. We start that in August, which is gonna be so exciting. So yeah, and then I will be at Gen Con. I do stream on my own Twitch channel as well, so you can it's also little_red_dots. You can check me out there. I do mostly just one-off campaigns and invite new people to the table to play. But at Gen Con I'll be playing with Ted. I'm also going to be playing through a cool live spy game on Thursday night called Wilderness of Mirrors. I play like a glamorous 1960s Cold War agent. Yeah, so those are kind of I guess those are my 2 big ones. I feel like I'm doing 1,000 other things, so I know I'm playing in like one more game. I can't remember. I'm going to be doing my own kind of live streaming in between things and while I'm meeting people and stuff via my Twitter and Periscope. So just make sure you follow me on Twitter and you'll be in on the know.
All right. Bucky, how about you?
I'm Bucky. I play Ozzy here, who is a wizard of slowly more and more questionable morals. You can find me on Twitter at Bucky_Masters. Normally, I play Vendalar Greymeyer on the Taking Initiative podcast. You can find them on Twitter at TI_pod, or you can go to our website to learn about us or our sister podcasts at thespark.network. I will also be at Gen Con, drinking and tattooing and all that stuff. So come check us out there on Saturday when we're doing all that fun stuff. And keep an eye out on our Taking Initiative Twitter, because we potentially may have a big announcement coming out soon of a super cool thing that's going to be happening. And I can't give too much details about it, but soon.
All right, mysterious and interesting. Katie, you're next up here. What about you?
Hi, I play Roswen on Nerd Immersion's channel every other Monday. Today's bonus Monday. You can find me on Twitter at lazy_mermaided. And I will not be at Gen Con, but I will be drinking.
There you go. There's a lot of Gen Can't contests out there. Just so you know, if you look around, there are a lot of Gen Can't. So if you can't be at Gen Con, there are a lot of people doing giveaways and contests that you can enter from home. So be on the lookout for that. To both you, Katie, but also to the internet at large. Davis, what about you?
I'm Davis. I here, and we're in Boston. Oh man, this has been fun. We just spent us at Dank Dungeons. We just spent like this last weekend shooting, and we spent so much time shooting. So we're finally done shooting. Like it was a lot of D&D this last weekend. I am D&D'd out.
So-
Dude, I was the same way. I played so much this weekend. I was like, man, why did I do that
Oh,
to myself?
man.
So draining.
Yeah, we got so burnt out. We were like dying come Sunday night. But so now that that's done, Lex just has to edit it, and our audio person just has to edit it, and then we'll start uploading episodes. Oh man, season's crazy. It's like Mad Max, kind of. Don't know how to put it, but it's great. So check that out. Dank Dungeons TV on Twitter and on YouTube. Dank Dungeons TV.
Yes.
And that's it. That's me.
All right. All of those places on Twitter and YouTube and whatnot. To clarify for those of you asking in the chat, that's they film the episodes of a season of Dank Dungeons, and then you can see them once they're released. So it's recorded, not streamed, for those of you. There you go. And I'm Ted. This is Nerd Immersion. This is my channel. I do games here online with some of these folks here every Monday. It's either this group or the Rise of Tiamat group, but it's set in the same world of the Sword Coast, where both the elementals and the Cult of the Dragon are assaulting at the same time. So there's obviously had to be crossover at some point. And it just so happened that Brittany wanted to become a werewolf, so there you go. So that's what I do. Tuesdays, I stream behind me here at this table in my homebrew world. Once a month, there's an evil campaign, although that will not be tomorrow. That'll be the following week. So if you want to see our evil campaign with all evil characters, that is going on. Wednesday, I normally say that I do It Builds Character, which is a game, or just a stream, where I take an hour and sit down with you in the chat and take your suggestions for building characters, pop culture characters in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. And I've just been awful about actually doing that. But she's not here, but I have a surprise for you all. Oh, she's back. There she is. So, since I haven't...
Sorry, I had to let a friend in.
That's okay. Since I haven't been like super hardcore delayed on actually making an episode about Dream from Sandman Chronicles in It Builds Character, rather than me doing it, I was going to be doing it for Brittany. Brittany and I are just gonna do it together. We're gonna film that live, hopefully streaming it. So we'll build that character together live from Gen Con, so you guys can see us build that character and provide feedback and whatnot. Which also got me the idea that I think this could be a wonderful idea for a panel at a convention. Building sitting in there and helping with the people at a panel to build a D&D character. Just take suggestions.
Like how to, like the bait, like...
I was gonna say even just the pop culture character, like sit down with the people there and be like, hey, who's got a suggestion for a character we should build in Dungeons and Dragons, and then just take, like, whose line is it anyway, one from the crowd, and then just start building it together with input from the people out there.
I love that. We kind of did something like that for our live show. The last one we did here at MomaCon, our podcast one. We started and, David was like, here's this thing. I want improv, basically just like an improv show. I need a prompt for blank. And people they loved it. They shouted out spells and all kinds of crazy stuff. It was a lot of fun.
I am going to be dead honest. Dream might be kind of hard.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's taken me like 8 weeks to build the damn character.
So cool. Right. Like I was thinking about it because I really liked the comic books, and it goes like I've only scratched the surface of it, and I'm like, wait, how? I don't know how to build characters like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
that's fine, Bucky. You want in on this? That's fine. I'll take anybody of our Gen Con crew that would love to sit down and build it in person with me when we do the stream for it, because I'm at a loss too.
If I can make it there,
yeah,
I'll be there.
All right, so we'll make it happen. So that is going to be a thing as well. So I am very busy. There will be a lot of videos. My goal is to try to edit and upload while I'm at the convention. I will be doing a couple of games and a couple of streams live, and then you'll also see interviews with people like Direwolf Digital, White Wolf on the 5th edition of Vampire the Masquerade. Let's see, USAopoly, I'll be doing interviews with them as well. Ravensburger Games, Elderwood Academy, Polyhero Dice, all of these different companies and friends that I've made over the years. I'll be doing play tests and things with all of them. reviewing all of their content at Gen Con. And if you're there and you happen to find me, come say hi. I have dice to give out and business cards and whatnot.
Oh, I'll be there. I
Yeah.
want my dice 10.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Also, big shout out to the third 3.5 source book, Magic of Faerun.
I have that book.
This is all of the Moonfire stuff is straight out of this book. So
And which one did the sandwich? I mean, what is it called?
the Sand Hag
Sand Hag.
The sand
That-
hag. That's what I'm trying to get out.
is a wonderful Kobold Press Tome of Beasts product. That is one of the many hags and other. This is a great resource if you specifically need Fey creatures. Tome of Beasts is your go-to because they have primarily Fey and undead in this book.
Don't let
So-
Celeste know about that book.
She's in the chat. She should.
I was like,
You guys are sponsored by Kobold Press. You guys should have access.
Fey.
You should have access to this book. I was gonna say, Don't Split the Podcast is sponsored by Tome of Beasts and Kobold Press. You guys should have access to that, or at least you were last year. Speaking of Kobold Press, this isn't a shout out for them, but the Creature Codex is coming out, which is their second version of this. Be on the lookout because I built a monster that's in that book. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for what I called, we'll see what they actually end up using, and if you followed our 24-hour streams, the Swollbold, which is a large barbarian muscled kobold, was my contribution.
That's amazing.
So we'll see what actually makes it in there. And lastly, I'll just throw this out here before we close. I hate doing long outros of just throwing stuff at you, but hey, we get sponsored by a coffee company. It makes great coffee. There's a link and a coupon code if you want to get some gaming-related coffee. I also think they're going to be at Gen Con, Initiative Coffee
Are they?
Company.
Okay, good. I want to buy some.
I want some coffee.
Same. I need to meet
Come with me, and we'll go together, and I'll introduce you. By the way, they are also pairing with Holly Conrad to make a celebrity roast. Get it?
Oh.
Celebrity roast of coffee as well. So that's a
Very
thing.
cute.
That's killer. Yeah. Yep. There are a few things I got on my list.
But yes,
Now coffee.
Yeah, we should all sit down because I have a lot of contacts at Gen Con. We can maybe work some things. But
Oh
anyway.
yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching this episode. Stay tuned for all the Gen Con craziness, and we will see you guys at Gen Con.
In a couple fucking days.
In
and
a
I'm
couple
so-
days.
Oh my gosh. And we're gonna be in the same room. That's gonna be like
I'm not.